Okay. There we go. No sound detected. All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Got to test some things right now. Doing a brand new setup today. Testing some stuff out here. Let's see. See if they can hear me out there on TikTok side of things. On the TikTok side of the house. Getting ourselves set up at the moment. Let's see if there's anything happening right now. Let me just record something really quick to see if this picks up. If it can pick it up on this side, then I guess that'll make some sense. But we're live today. We're live on multiple platforms. We're covering the San Antonio Spurs versus the Pheonix Suns. That game is scheduled to tip off in about, I don't know, 20-ish or so minutes. What is going on? My name is Nia. Good to have you in here, girl. Good to have you. What's up? Good to have you back, she says. What's up, Crystal? How are you? What is up, y'all? So, we're covering basketball today. We got the Pheonix Suns and the San Antonio Spurs, and this is going to be a very interesting, I guess, couple of hours here. I don't know for sure if there's any sound coming out. Check, check, mic check. This volume, I don't know why this is so down. Mr. Bits, what's going on? We got people checking in. I know y'all can hear me on the YouTube side of things. Waiting to see if I can get some sound out of the... Oh, I see why. Let's see if we can change this one. Primary microphone. Let's use the Realtek audio and see if this one works better. There we go. Now we've got some sound. Okay. All right, guys. How do I sound on both sides of the house here? I think we should sound a lot better after that cleanup. Crystal, Christina, hello. Your gain is a little high? We got to turn that down just a little bit, Christina. That's great. Let me know. We'll get all of these sound levels adjusted right now. Just making a few changes. I feel so bad about what happened with Wemby. Prayers for Wemby. All right, thanks for getting me back on track right there. My name is Nia. So, welcome one and all, whether you're watching on TikTok or if you're watching on YouTube. What's going on, Christina? Is it still too loud or what's going on? Let's try to turn that just a little bit there. Okay. I think that might be better. Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know here in a second. All right, what game is on right now? Asked Mr. Bits. Hello, Mr. Bits. Right now, we've got the 76ers versus the Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics are up by a convincing 121-100 with 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. As soon as that game is over, we will get into the San Antonio Spurs versus the Pheonix Suns. At the moment, though, so there is some things that I wanted to talk about. I did want to do the pregame beforehand here. So let's start with a quick little pregame. Now, this is interesting because I had to do this for both teams and I had to do it in both a vertical format as well as a widescreen format, so it makes sense for both YouTube and TikTok. But because, as you guys know, Victor Wembanyama is going to be out for the rest of this season with a blood clot in the right shoulder, we are now going to have Jeremy Sochan as the starting center here for the San Antonio Spurs for today's game. So center is going to be Jeremy Sochan. Power forward today is going to be Harrison Barnes. At small forward, we will have Devin Vassell. We're going to have De'Aaron Fox as our shooting guard, and our point guard today will be CP3, Chris Paul. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we got going on right now. We got CP3 in the house, we got De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and Jeremy Sochan as the starting lineup here. I want to go through each of these, but before I go too far ahead on this, I do want to say that not having Victor Wembanyama is going to be a huge issue for the San Antonio Spurs. Let's take a look at the starters here for the away team as well. Let's take a quick look at the Pheonix Suns. Make sure I get all of my graphics in order here. Pheonix Suns, their center is going to be Nick Richards, the rookie out there. Power forward for Kevin Durant. Ryan Dunn, small forward. We are also going to have Bradley Beal and Tyus Jones as the point guard, safe as the shooting guard and as your point guard for today's matchup, ladies and gentlemen. So above my head, you can see all of the starting players right there. We've got Troy in the house, sub to Yita checking in the house. We got C. Brewster in the house. I see Antoine in the house. A lot of new names on the TikTok side. Shout out to you guys. We got 13 people watching on TikTok right now. Hey, look, TikTok's beating YouTube right now, which is kind of interesting. So these are going to be your starters today for the Phoenix Suns. I did also take it one step further. I brought out the, well, you'll be able to see all the extra stuff that I did on the YouTube side of things. And this is an experiment, guys. This is my very first live stream ever on TikTok. Now, on YouTube, we've got 26,000 subscribers. On TikTok, I've barely got 1,000 people out here. So I figured we would make some changes and try to introduce this world. We normally cover football on my YouTube channel for Football Nation. But today we're going to cover some basketball. We are in San Antonio, Texas, the big 2-0. And of course, San Antonio Spurs. We got to cover our San Antonio Spurs. Ironically enough, or I guess coincidentally enough, it is the rodeo road trip. There is still a rodeo happening here in Texas in San Antonio. So the Spurs aren't actually at home today. They're playing at the Moody Center in Austin, Texas today. San Antonio Spurs going to be trying to hold down the fort from up the road. What's up, Mr. Robert Samora? What is up? My name is Nia. Always good to have y'all in here. We got C. Brewster joined. Hello, C. Brewster. What up? Glacier. What up? Don Edge out there. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate all of y'all checking in right now. Hello, hello, hello. You guys might be able to teach me a lot more about TikTok because honestly, I don't know really like the first thing about TikTok. But we're learning, guys. We are learning. So this should be a really cool game. Now let's get into the stats because I'm a bit of a stat head. So unfortunately, I did do these stats with Wemby in mind, so my graphics will still have Wemby on there. I'm not going to change that. Of course, we're going to leave Wemby up over here for now. But those of you who are on your phones, if you've got the vertical layout on TikTok, you can zoom in over there. If you've got the widescreen right now for the YouTube channel, you can see this here as well. Let's start with the offensive side of the basketball for the San Antonio Spurs. Overall stats for the San Antonio Spurs, they are 16th in the NBA when it comes to points per game. Offensively, they put up about 113 points per game, right in the middle of the pack. That actually puts them just outside of the top half because in the NFL, you've got, what, 32 teams? In the NBA, you've got 30. So 16 puts them at the bottom of the table offensively. It hurts to say as a San Antonio Spurs fan, but hey, it is what it is. Fast break points per game. They're towards the top half there, 15.9 points on the fast break. If you don't know what a fast break is, watch a little bit more basketball. Basically, on a rebound, they kick that basketball forward across midcourt and just make a quick rush, a fast break to the basket, as opposed to, you know, a sustained play that takes 24 seconds off that shot clock before beating the buzzer. Anyways, points per game. And I know that on the TikTok side of things, while I'm down here pointing at these players, you guys are probably looking up above me, and on the YouTube side of things look a little bit different. Booker starting over Beal for Phoenix. Booker was listed as out today. So Booker was listed as out today over Beal, at least according to ESPN. Actually, it looks like he's healthy. Great. Awesome. Let me take another quick look here then while I make this adjustment because I do have that other graphic as well. I should have the other graphic with Devin Booker in there as the starting. And it looks like Grayson Allen is healthy as well. No Wemby, Fluke. Let's see, who's winning this game? No Wemby, Fluke Spurs with Fluke. I don't know, man. Be sure to share this, guys, if y'all are watching this right now. Thank you for clearing that up, Dio. Tyus, Book, KD, Royce, Richards. Yes, it is going to be Jones, Booker, Durant, and I've got Bol in here as the starter, actually. So I've got Tyus Jones, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bol and Nick Richards as the starters today. So, different from the NFL. When I build these out, this is a little bit different from the NFL. Because in the NFL, you kind of get a report way beforehand. It looks like a lot of these decisions were game time decisions. And it looks like it's honestly going to make my play calling a little bit easier just to be able to recognize Devin Booker and Ryan Dunn over Bradley Beal. and Royce O'Neal. Not that I can't recognize Royce O'Neal, just an interesting thought out there. But thank you to the YouTube. Thank you to the YouTube guys out there right now. Let's see. All right, guys, we are live. Let's see. How don't you know? Well, I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan. That's how. All right, let's take a quick look at these stats. So let's not get off track right here. All right, guys, assists per game, 8th in the NBA. San Antonio Spurs, the CP3 effect is the real thing, man. Let's see, total rebounds per game, 14th in the NBA, 52.5 points per game offensively is what, or 52.5 rebounds per game. Offensively is what they pick up. Defensive rebounds, this isn't necessarily defensive rebounds. This is opposing teams' stats against them. I'll say that one more time. When it says defense here, for you guys on TikTok, this bottom side right now, this is points given to the opposition. So what this means, what these stats actually are saying right now, points per game defensively. So points per game allowed by the San Antonio Spurs, 14.4. That is 1.4 more points than they actually score, which is why the San Antonio Spurs are not looking so hot right now. Fast break points per game allowed to opposition, 15 fast break points per game. So that means that the Spurs are really good at transitioning and getting back defensively on the other, on the other side of the court. Just something to consider there as well. Points in the paint per game, you can see that points in the paint per game allowed 47.6. When we've got assists per game allowed 26 against the San Antonio Spurs, and total rebounds against the San Antonio Spurs, the Spurs give up 53 rebounds, whether that's offensively or defensively. Now, those are just some quick stats. These were the quick starters right there. At least on the canvas side of things, I can definitely update my graphics so that it's just not incorrect. So let me go ahead and do that for you guys while we're here, because I am going to bounce back and forth from this graphic quite a bit today during this live stream and throughout this live stream. So let's make sure that all of it is right. Okay, so we got Nick Richards. We're going to do KD's going to move down. Ryan Dunn no longer going to be a starter here. We're going to move KD over. Just making some quick adjustments in real time, guys. This is different from what I normally do because I normally don't ever do TikTok. So this is a learning experience. Okay. Power forward is going to be Bull. Let's see. Devin Booker's not number 3. He's number 1. And Bull's going to be number 11. Aha. Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom this one out. That's page 3. Download page 3. Cool. All right, guys. So, for those of you on TikTok, this isn't going to be directed to you guys. This is going to be directed to the YouTube audience right now. So I'm going to step back into this page for now. But I am going to do some head-to-head comparisons here, and the overall statistics didn't have the graphic laid out for the graphics laid out for the TikTok side of things. But so you guys know, and I guess we can leave up we can leave this up for now here. These are the stats for the Phoenix Suns. But overall, guys, points per game, this is a very, very close game between the Phoenix Suns and the San Antonio Spurs. Would you believe that the San Antonio Spurs are putting up 113 points and the Phoenix Suns are putting up 113.2 points per game on average? So literally less than a quarter of a point of a difference on average for between these two teams. So San Antonio Spurs, again, 113 points per game, 113.2 for the Phoenix Suns. When it comes to fast break points per game, the Spurs are quicker in transition. 16 points per game is what they put up on fast breaks on average. Overall statistics here for the Phoenix Suns, about 13.4. When it comes to points in the paint, 44 for San Antonio. They've got the edge there as well over the 42 points that are put up by Phoenix. When it comes to assists per game, 28 almost 29 assists per game. Again, the CP3 effect is a real thing. And then, of course, total rebounds per game. Spurs with Victor Wembanyama were great at crashing the boards and getting that. But, hey, man, it's going to be interesting to see what the San Antonio Spurs do for the rest of the season without them. What's up, Jets fan? We got Jets fan checking in right now. We got Big Unk checking in right now. Stay on TikTok, your ratings to get higher, as well as an exceptional work. Thank you, my friend. We're definitely working. But let's make an adjustment here. Okay, let's take a quick look then at our centers for today. On YouTube, you guys can see this. You guys won't exactly be able to see this on the TikTok side of things. Let me pull this up. Let me make this adjustment for you guys on the TikTok side of the house. All right, TikTokers, let's see. We're going to change the starting lineup for y'all. We're going to change the starting lineup. Simple fix right there. There you go, guys. This is going to be your starting lineup today for the Phoenix Suns now. So you're going to have Nick Richards, Bol, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Tyus Jones. Let me make sure that you guys on the YouTube side of things see the same thing as well. You're not going to see the same thing because I did make a couple of changes here. Shooting guard is not Bradley Beal. It will be Bol. It's just all of this has changed. This is going to be Nick Richards. This is going to be Bol. And Kevin Durant's going to slide over here. Ryan Dunn is out. And then we're going to have Devin Booker in at shooting guard. And at point guard, we're going to have Tyus Jones. So that's what we're going to be looking at as the starting lineup for the Phoenix Suns. The backup players here, we are going to have Monte Morris, Grayson Allen, who is now available. Bol is now slid into that starter role. Royce O'Neal going to be the power forward. That's checking in as well. And Mason Plumlee going to be on there as well. So first time ever live out here on TikTok. We got 57 hearts on this live stream right now. Guys, help a brother out if y'all are watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Shout out to Marty. Marty, what's up, dude? I see you out there. Jets fan saying I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. New York Jets, Boston Celtics, Knicks, Suns, Nashville Predators, Eagles. My gosh, you just typed up a whole heck of a... Hazer 420, what's up? Good to see some familiar faces out here on YouTube. Matthew Baker. We doing NBA now? We're working on it. Who's watching the hockey game? Not me right now, but we're also working on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I did do a head-to-head comparison for each and every player. You guys on the TikTok side won't exactly be able to see that. Let's see if I can pull this up for y'all and at least give y'all something to look at. I could definitely at least give y'all something to look at here. Why don't we go through each player? Tip-off is going to be happening here in just a moment. So let's do this. For the YouTube side, we'll start with centers. And of course, Victor Wembanyama being out, that's going to make things a little bit difficult for San Antonio, but hey, c'est la vie. Wonder if you guys can see this on the TikTok side of stuff. Just a photo of these players, give you a little bit of background on what's going on here. So, Nick Richards, y'all, the 2020 draft out of New Orleans. So he was drafted by New Orleans in 2020. Second round, 42nd pick in the NBA draft. Went to college in Kentucky. He's a true 7-footer, guys. 7 feet tall. That's not an exaggeration. He's straight up a 7-footer right now, 245 pounds. He averages 8.9 points per game. 8.5 rebounds as well per game, 1 assist per game, field goal percentage of 56%. Looks a little different over here, but you guys can see these numbers on the... Again, you can see certain things on the TikTok side, and you can see certain things on the YouTube side. I have to figure out how on earth I'm going to get this squared away. What's up to Dylan? What's up to Jaleesa? What up, cuz? How you doing? What up, Max? How you doing? Good to have you guys in here. Shout out to my friends. Rock and roll. 44 total views so far, so we're just getting started. I don't know how that's possible. 47 total views, but 57 likes. Interesting. Interesting how that works. Smash that like button, says Fishing Up a Storm. Okay. I'm going to do it this way, guys, just because I'm kind of getting myself confused a little bit. I think moving forward, what's going to end up happening is that if I cover basketball, we're going to cover basketball on TikTok and stick with football on YouTube. Maybe find some kind of way to make the adjustment there. Again, we got 26,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're just now getting started up on the TikTok side of things. But nevertheless, the point that I'm trying to make is that I'm just ready for the dang Spurs to get this game started here. Don't forget to leave a comment, guys. Let me know what's going on with y'all out there. Appreciate y'all hanging out and watching this live stream with me. Okay, main feed. This is going to be different too, y'all. We're going to do something fun here. So above my head, you guys are going to see the scoreboard. We're going to see the scoreboard above my head. We're also going to have a basketball like plot chart, if that makes sense. So on this drive chart above my head as well, where you see this kind of broken up text, we're going to have the actual like shot board, and you guys can track where all those shots are coming from. Don't know how many of you guys are basketball fans who are watching this right now. Don't know how many of you guys are not even sports fans, but y'all just like hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out hello at Fishing Up a Storm. Shout out to Fishing Up a Storm. All right, guys. We are live out of San Antonio, Texas. Someone is watching out in Newcastle, according to Jets fan. Looks like we've got a poll here right now on YouTube, and it looks like 48% of you guys think that the Phoenix Suns are going to win this game. 52% are going with the San Antonio Spurs. Let's go. How about them Spurs? How about them Spurs, ladies and gentlemen? That's right. So the spread is down underneath, guys. Before all of this stuff about Wemby going down, this was a 2-point spread. And now that I'm looking at it, my guess is that it's going to be much more than 2 points. At this point, my guess is that this spread is going to be closer to 5, 6, 7 points. I don't know. Y'all can see that scrolling by at the bottom of the screen here on TikTok. It's so weird to say that. It's also so weird to be calling these plays. I was practicing earlier, and I was trying to call these plays, and I kept saying football instead of basketball. And that's going to be something that I'm going to have to navigate through as well. But this should be pretty sweet. Let's see. Emma Grace is getting married. Let's see the Cinco de Mayo. Nice. I missed the NFL, says Sin Alvarez. Sin, me too. Me too. Hey, that's just the way it goes. What's up, Blizzy? What up, Nico? Brad Scott checking in right now. Mason joined in right now. Shout out to you guys out there on TikTok. All right, y'all. Spurs. Suns. I think that the Spurs would have had a chance to win this game with Victor Wembanyama. Without him, this is going to be kind of difficult. We did pick up De'Aaron Fox this year. That should help out the San Antonio Spurs as far as picking up points offensively. But defensively, dang, dude, that's just going to be how do you stop Kevin Durant? How do you stop Devin Booker? Like, how do you stop those two guys? It's not going to be, it's going to be brutal. But subs are probably going to win the game, says my name is Nia. That is true. Those bench points, San Antonio always has had pretty decent bench players, starting with Manu Ginobili. Ginobili! Let's go, bro! Again, we're in San Antonio, Texas, if you guys are watching. Always been a Manu Ginobili fan. Love my San Antonio Spurs. We actually, been going to Spurs games since I was a kid. I remember I was like 12 years old, 13 years old, and I bet my mom, it was a Hornets game, and I bet my mom that the Spurs would, I actually bet, I'm a huge Spurs fan, but at that time I really just wanted to drive the car because I was, again, just like 12, 13 years old, and I bet my mom that the Spurs would lose that game, and if the Spurs lose that game, she would have to let me drive home. And she took the bet because back then, I mean, that was what, 20 years ago? So yeah, the Spurs had already won 2 rings at that point. And you know, the Hornets, who are they? And it was just one of those games that the Spurs had dropped, and I actually won that bet, and my mom did not let me drive home. Yeah, right. Nice try. 12 years old, 13 years old? No way. Mom did not let me drive that car. Point is that ever since I was a kid, I've been watching Spurs games. And this is interesting because this is not the same San Antonio Spurs that we had when we had Tim Duncan, when we had David Robinson, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. Gosh, I could name the whole squad from back in the day. Kawhi Leonard, even when we picked up LaMarcus Aldridge, which was towards the tail end of the success that we were having as an organization. But a lot of really good Spurs players that have come and gone. I love the fact that Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs as an organization, they love to bring in diversification. They like to bring in players from overseas. That's how they found Manu Ginobili. That's how they found Tony Parker. I mean, I'm a huge fan of what the Spurs have done over the past 20, 30 years, quietly, silently winning championships. And like, they're not a flashy team. The flashiest we ever got was when we had Kawhi Leonard. But don't forget about Timmy Shimmy. Hey, big shout out to Timmy D. Big shout out to Timmy D. And shout out to Jets fan and his wife Emma. What's going on? Shout out to you guys. Fly out from Newcastle. She flies out from Newcastle. And now you guys are getting married. Nice. Love it. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to y'all. 73 people watching live right now on TikTok. That's pretty sweet. We got about 20 people live right now on YouTube. So yeah, I guess TikTok is winning. So this is a very, very different setup, man. This is pretty wild. This is pretty wild. So I don't know what it means when it says like, I don't know what this means. It says joined. I see a lot of names and things where it says joined. Total viewers, or people just kind of like slipping by and like checking in and out. Is that kind of how it's working? Anyways, can't wait for the game to start. Game should be starting off here in just a moment. Total viewers, I see what's going on now. I see it slowly starting to climb up. Okay, all right. Now it's all making sense to me. Okay. So San Antonio Spurs, Pheonix Suns, this game should be tipping off here in just a moment. Still waiting for it. It said it would start at 8:30. It's 8:33 p.m. But, you know, the NBA, they've I'm not surprised that they're taking their time with this one. This is what I need to do here. Slide this up. There we go. You guys on YouTube are used to seeing this exact style of layout for the NFL games. On the right-hand side, you see the NFL stuff. Down below, you see the actual drive charts. When we get into this screen here, on the TikTok side of things, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. At any point that you would like to tip us off here, NBA, this would be great. At any point you'd like to tip us off here, this would be great. It's going to be the De'Aaron Fox show. I did not know that Kevin Durant went to UT. And this game is in Austin, so it's kind of a homecoming for him. Okay, Gamecast. Game's not on still, not just yet. That's okay. We'll get this game started here in just a few moments. Well, Victor Wembanyama out for the season. We don't need the Browns and the Celtics data. We got to cut this back over to the correct game. Spurs ball. Love doing that. I do it all the time. Even during Cowboys games. I know. It's weird. I'm weird. Don't judge me. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. Those are your top point scorers out there for the Pheonix Suns. Of course, Victor Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox, and Vassell are going to be your top scorers here for the San Antonio Spurs. But, of course, Wemby being out means that we're going to see probably Fox, Vassell, and Castle as the top point scorers here. Let's see what happens today. Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and it looks like Bismack Biyombo going to be the center today for the San Antonio Spurs. And Tyus Jones, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Royce O'Neal, and Nick Richards. Everything just keeps changing. I can't trust ESPN. Just going to have to go with whatever these lineups give me. So that is something that I will write down because I'm going to have to make these adjustments if I do plan to continue doing basketball, which I do plan to continue doing basketball. And we'll see how this one goes. Okay, let's pull up my drive chart here. Get all this adjusted now. Nice. Okay. This will be better. Tip-off is there, guys. Looks like the Suns are going to start with possession. Suns get the ball to start this game here. And here we go. It's game on. Tyus Jones kicks that out to Booker. This is going to be caught and shot this time by Kevin Durant off the front of the rim. Rebounded by San Antonio. Here's Chris Paul taking this across midcourt. Chris Paul hands that over to Fox. Fox to Barnes. Barnes back to Paul. This time Paul kicks it out. De'Aaron Fox, deep shot. Looks like it's good. 3 points on the board. There's the first bucket of the game. San Antonio gets the first shot. Coming back the other way. We've got the Phoenix Suns with possession right now. A lot of ball movement right now. Still trying to find an open man. A little pump fake kicks this one out all the way to the right-hand side there on the right wing. That shot is no good. It is rebounded offensively there by Phoenix. Kicks this one up. This one goes off the front of the rim. It is short. A third chance there. And this time a block for San Antonio. And it looks like the Spurs have possession once again. Here we go. Puts this one up. Chris Paul knocks down that 16-foot fadeaway jumper there. The score is now 5-0. And Phoenix coming back the other way. Kevin Durant lines up for a three-pointer. No good. That is tipped up in the air. Couple players try to come down with it. That'll be De'Aaron Fox who gets credited for the rebound. Chris Paul with the basketball in hand. Tries to find his way around. Kicks that out to Harrison Barnes. Barnes for three. Yes! That shot is good too. And the score is now 8-0. Right now, Phoenix looking to cut the bleeding, stop the bleeding here. That's a kick out to the right-hand side. This time goes up for the shot. That is no good. It does go out of bounds. This will be Phoenix basketball. Phoenix ball. Let me get the drive chart where it needs to be. The drive chart. Listen to me. Listen to me with my basketball, football talk. There's the pass back in bounds. Kevin Durant with the fadeaway shot hits the two-pointer. The score is now 2-8. Here's the plot chart here. You can watch all the plays as they unfold. Coming back the other way right now, guys. San Antonio with the basketball. This is De'Aaron Fox trying to split the lane. A little floater is no good there. And now the Phoenix Suns come back the other way. Booker tries to drive, goes off the glass. That shot is no good. It's recovered by Chris Paul. Chris Paul kicks it out. One more. Barnes, another three-pointer off the rim. No good there. Back-to-back-to-back misses. 9:30 left to go here. Trying to get reset. Tyus Jones with the basketball in hand. Passes that to Booker, the 18-footer at the top of the elbow there. That is going to be no good. Booker, another missed shot. De'Aaron Fox sends that across the court. And we've got Chris Paul with possession. A three-pointer there. Also no good. So a lot of missed shots right now. Kevin Durant trying to slow things down. Passes that over to Devin Booker. Booker back to KD. KD working on Barnes. A little pick right there works in his favor. That's a jump shot. That is good for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant gets another bucket. That's 4 points there for KD. Okay, coming back the other way, we've got CP3 with the basketball in hand. CP3 trying to split the lane. This time, it goes back the other way. This might be... This is going to be recovered here. It got pushed back to the backcourt, but there was a loss of possession there. Devin Vassell on the drive from 17 feet out, pulls up, no good. That one is rebounded, but goes out of bounds. Spurs ball as Richards unable to come down with that one. Richards cannot quite hang on to that. Okay. On down to San Antone. All right, San Antonio with the basketball here. Devin Vassell winds up and shoots. That one is going to be good. That falls. The score is now 10-4. San Antonio Spurs with the basketball here. Here we go. San Antonio Spurs with the lead, I should say. Spurs are up 10-4. Moving the basketball around. Kevin Durant with it in hand. A good ball movement there. This time, Tyus Jones winds up and shoots. That one is no good. Coming back the other way, Chris Paul has the basketball in hand. Chris Paul working on Kevin Durant. A clear mismatch there. This does mean that there's a mismatch elsewhere. This basketball is kicked back, and it is recovered still. San Antonio still has its play clock down to 5. Got to make something happen here. Harrison Barnes tries to go off the glass. That is blocked. It is recovered there by Booker. Booker winds up, passes left. O'Neal winds up and drills that one in. That's a good shot there. O'Neal hits the 3. So O'Neal with a big shot right there. Royce O'Neal knocking that one down. Vassell kicks that out to Fox. Fox gets wrapped up right there. How is that not a foul, ref? Anyways, Vassell now has the basketball. Has to get this one up. Tries to beat the buzzer. He hits it. It's good. Count it. San Antonio with 3 points there. The score is 13-7. Here we go. Tyus Jones has the basketball. Passes this one out to the right. Back to Tyus Jones. Jones pulls up for a three-pointer, in and out as De'Aaron Fox recovers the rebound there. De'Aaron Fox coming the other way. De'Aaron Fox working, winds up, pulls that one. That is an ugly-looking shot as it goes in between the back of the rim and the glass. This time coming back the other way with it, we've got O'Neal. Royce O'Neal looking pretty good out there. This time one more pass, the sharp pass there to Booker. Booker off the rim, no good. Not likely for Booker, not very like Kevin Durant, but there's CP3 with the three-pointer of his own. Let's go! So Chris Paul hits the three-pointer, and that forces a timeout there for the Phoenix Suns. That'll be the first timeout of the game. So, okay. That's the first timeout of the game. What we could do here, if that's the case, and I could have had this, I should have probably had this up the whole time for my YouTube people. Got to make sure I keep you guys happy, so let's bring this out a little bit. Actually, I think I might have had it right the first time. There we go. Better. Okay. This looks different. I feel like this normally has a different look to it. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. Now this is familiar. Okay, who's still with me out there on YouTube? A Sixer and Pistons fan. Nice. What's up, Randy Willis? Here's a good question. How is the better team logo, Heat or Suns? I like the Miami Heat logo. Like the old school Miami Heat logo. The Phoenix Suns new logo. Well, look at the old one. You can see the old school logo there, right? That's their classic logo. This whole thing, I don't know. It's cool, I guess, but it looks like, honestly, it looks like they should have been the Phoenix Phoenixes. The Phoenix. No, that doesn't roll off the tongue there. That's actually really difficult. Red leather, yellow leather. Okay, let me make sure that my YouTube, I'm gonna focus on you guys, you beautiful people out here on YouTube. Those watching on TikTok right now. It's not that I don't love you guys. I just know that we've got those of y'all who are out here on the YouTube side of things. Is there gonna be a quiz for baseball games? Asked Country Kisses. Yo, Country, first of all, what's up, girl? How you doing? Second of all, that's a tough one. I don't really know what I'm gonna do when it comes to. I don't really know what I'm gonna do when it comes to these quizzes. I haven't done a quiz for this one. I didn't prep a quiz for this game here today. Working on a lot of things during the off season, and I ran into a classic dilemma here, which is you can do anything but you can't do everything. And if you try to focus on everything, you're focusing on nothing. And that's kind of what happened today. Like, I'm trying to figure out the whole basketball thing and figure out if this is something that we're going to be doing for the off season. And I think that, I should be able to roll with this and and do this from time to time. But if I'm going to focus on basketball, I got to focus on the basketball side of it. You know what I mean? I'm sure you guys know what I mean. It's just, it's a learning curve right now. Okay. I don't know if there's any music on the TikTok side of stuff. I don't know if there's any music on the TikTok side of things. Let's see. I don't know. But I don't know how this works. I'm going to say hi to everybody who's just checked in right now. Anybody who's stopped in right now on my channel, on my TikTok, I'm going to say hello to. Okay, I can't stand basketball, but you're doing a good job. Thank you, Todd Adams. We're still in the middle of a commercial break. When we get back from this commercial break, we will be in the bonus. Pheonix called a timeout after that shot from Chris Paul. The score is now 15-7, and they're interviewing Kevin Durant. It looks like this was a pregame interview. We're still waiting to get back to the action right now, y'all. No action happening right now. You can see the percentage there not looking good for Pheonix. Pheonix has the basketball right now. Kevin Durant sends that over to Devin Booker. Devin Booker on a fadeaway jumper. It's no good. So what happened there? So San Antonio, that shot from Devin Vassell got clawed back, and the score is 13-7. Don't know how that happens, but sure. Okay, this time going the other way. Sochan puts that one in. That's going to be a good one there for the San Antonio Spurs. The score is now 15-7 after that. Bradley Beal with the basketball now. Bradley Beal against, looks like Vassell right now. And Bradley Beal kicks this one back. Booker still out on the court right now. Beal gets the basketball, and now that is stolen from Chris Paul. Chris Paul gets the steal. A dump off there. Stephon Castle tries to give that to Sochan. That is going to be recovered by the Suns. The Suns coming back with it, and this time it's picked off by Vassell. Vassell will work, kicks that one out, lines up and shoots off the rim. No good. Stephon Castle trying to knock that one down. Kevin Durant triple teamed right now, has to get rid of that basketball quickly. And they're going to take a beat here. The clock is still ticking for the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns working right now. Bradley Beal finds his way in. Clean angle on the left side of the glass there as he beats CP3 on the hustle stats. So CP3 gets beat on that one. It's okay. San Antonio Spurs on with possession right now, and it looks like Vassell is going to try to find some room inside the paint, floats that one in. That is good. That is a bucket there for San Antonio. On the court right now for San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, Chris Paul. We got Vassell, Sochan, and Stephon Castle out there. On the other side for the Phoenix Suns have their 5 guys, and that's going to be an and one situation right there. That's going to be Richards, who gets the foul and the shot. So, and one situation, gets the bucket. He's going to shoot another one here. The score is 11-17. Richards going to try to put one up right here. That's the first free throw. About to come out. And then a second free throw. No, just the one. They get just the one. And one. You get just the one. Okay. So, hello, beautiful people, says Zach Cohn. Busiest man on YouTube? No, man, I think honestly that goes to Tom Grossi. We're just figuring this out right now, dude. I don't know if basketball even makes sense for Football Nation. Obviously, this is a very low-profile game, and with Victor Wembanyama being out for the rest of the season, that does not attract any attention either. But hey, that's okay, because this is just an experiment right now. I wanted to see how this was going to work out on TikTok. That free throw is good. Stephon Castle now has the basketball. He kicks that out to the left-hand side. That's going to be Champagny. Champagny pulls up. No good there. And now we've got Bradley Beal coming back the other way. Bradley Beal dribbling, kicks this one out. Booker trying to get in. He's going to kick this one out. Sorry, Booker has the ball now. That was Allen. Allen with the shot right here. Allen pulls up. That is no good. Recovered by Champagny. And this is Stephon Castle off the back of the rim. Collects his own rebound. Champagny pump fakes. He's going to get some space. Goes in. Wide open shot there. Looks like that is going to be hit. That looks like Johnson. Keldon Johnson hits that one. That's good for San Antonio. Here we go. Booker trying to find his way in. Booker loses control there, coming back the other way. Looks like Stephon Castle will wind up, shoots that shot. That is no good. That one will be, I keep trying to say football things, guys. I keep trying to say football things. I was going to say that'll be incomplete, but it's not incomplete because we're watching basketball. The shot is no good. And so, Stephon Castle will step up to the stripe to take 2 shots. 2 shots. Spurs playing in Austin, Texas today. Waffles, what up? No more football, Waffles. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. My favorite team, 76ers, Pistons, Magic, and Thunder. The Thunder are really good this season. The 76ers just got the brakes beat off of them by the Boston Celtics before this game started. Castle hits the first of the 2 free throws. The score is now 23-12. Excuse me, 21-12. 21-12 right here. Castle going to put this one up right there. And that's now 22-12. So, Castle making it look easy. The San Antonio Spurs right now with a 10-point lead. Playing at home. Bradley Beal with the basketball. Beal trying to work on Sochan. Beal from the free throw line will drive. This time he is absolutely smothered. And it looks like Stephon Castle gets the rebound. Coming back the other way, Castle will pull up and shoot. That one will be about a 16-foot jump shot. Easy bucket there. Easy bucket there for our guys. Let's see, that was an 11-footer. An 11-foot driving, floating jump shot. Word for word is what it said. So, yeah, pretty weird. What's up, Lorraine? What's up to those of you who are out here right now watching this live stream? Out there on the YouTube landscape, a much lower than anticipated turnout. But you know what, guys? I'm just glad that y'all are here. I'm glad that there's not nobody here. Right? That there's somebody here, not nobody, not... that's just bad English. That's just bad grammar. Anyways, so we are still in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the first. This game is on TNT. This game is also on True TV. I guess True TV and TNT are like partnered together or something like that. I don't know, man. But that is what it is. At least I think he did, says my name is Nia. I'm here for you and the channel, and I think for sports, it's football, baseball, hockey, basketball. In that order, country. Not gonna lie, if the Spurs win this low-key will be the biggest upset of the year, says my name is Nia. Yo, you're not... See, I don't necessarily think so. Because the San Antonio Spurs... Here, I'll just show you the graphic, YouTube. Let's just show y'all the graphic one more time. Let's just do a straight-up comparison between these two teams. It's not really that big of an upset. So, take a look at this, guys. If we take a look at this points per game, San Antonio Spurs don't average more points per game than... they don't average more points per game than the Phoenix Suns, but they average more everything else per game than the Phoenix Suns. And it is so close, it is negligible. 113.2 versus 113.0 when it comes to overall stats as far as like points per game. It is so close, it really is negligible. Mario, who do you like better, Texas or Texas A&M? I would say Texas at this point. I think I've become a Longhorns fan without ever even realizing that I had become one. Tech, says Zach Cohn. Zach gets it. Anyways, Yeah, look at the green arrows, guys. San Antonio Spurs, they're not a bad team. And Victor Wembanyama makes a huge difference for San Antonio. Let's take another look here, see what's going on. Okay, so this is a point guard comparison. So this is, I literally went player by player and tried to break it down. I'm going to have to do a more zoomed out version. And those 33 of you guys who are watching this live stream right now, y'all let me know. I like this layout, but it's not like the Football Nation style layout. And this text might be really, really small and really, really difficult for you guys to read if you're looking at it on your phones. If it is way too small to read, just tell me what you guys think. Just let me know. This is like way too small. This just isn't going to work. What I'd like to do is this style. You guys know that this has always been my style of breaking down stats. I think this is better. Anyways, let's get back to the game right now. Here we go. So Pheonix with the basketball. This is going to be a drive and a pull-up shot right there. Bradley Beal gets the bucket. Bradley Beal gets a couple points on the board, and we go back the other way. De'Aaron Fox controlling right now. De'Aaron Fox with possession gives this to Stephon Castle. The 18-footer, no good there. This time we come the other way. That is recovered by Booker. Booker puts that one into the arm's length of De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox deflects that one out of bounds. That's going to stay Pheonix basketball. So the Suns still have possession here. Got to get some music up in this stream. Off the glass, no good. It is going to be recovered there by De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox coming back the other way. Fox will drive all the way. That one will not go in. It will be out of bounds, and the Spurs will lose possession there. Pheonix going to get the basketball now at this point. Shout out to those of you guys who just checked in right now. Lots of people checking in right now on the TikTok side of things. Shout out to TikTok. It's pretty legible. I'm watching on my phone. Nice. Okay, thanks. My name is Nia. Here we go. Drives, kicks this one up, and great ball movement right there. Plumlee goes up to try to put that one through. That one is going to be no good, and it looks like we're going to start, looks like we're going to get some free throws. Got some hearts checking in right now. I see all those Dr. 3W Bot 27. Oh, are you a bot dropping all the hearts? Well, regardless, thanks for hitting that like. All right, guys, let's see what else is up right here. So that one is going to be good. The free throw is good. Let me recenter and refocus with what's going on. San Antonio Spurs have a decent lead right now. I see on my TV screen the score is 24-15. I'm also going to have to adjust my camera because it's literally right smack dab in the middle of the scoreboard. 24-16, San Antonio with the ball. This time, off the dribble right here, Johnson kicks this one back out to De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox gets a screen there from Sochan, kicks that one back out to Johnson. Johnson back to Fox. Fox fires! That is good! That's a three-pointer right there. The score 27-16. Here we go. Beal coming back the other way. Plumlee with the basketball now. Dips off, hands that over, and wrapped up in the backcourt. Booker and Sochan unable, nobody able to recover that one. That's going to stay Pheonix basketball here. I didn't see them call a foul. That might have been blown a foul, but that looked like all ball to me. I think it might end up being free throws here for Devin Booker. This might end up being free throws here for Devin Booker. All right, what's up, James? What's up, Dr. 3W Pot 27? Booker's shots, by the way, Booker's basically automatic at the free throw line, guys. Booker really is basically automatic at the free throw line. Let's see if I've got his shooting guard numbers right there. You can see that when it comes to these numbers, this dude's an absolute baller. Three-pointer, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, everything off the charts there for Devin Booker. Both of those shots are good. San Antonio now has the basketball. Once again, here we go. De'Aaron Fox dribbling. De'Aaron Fox dips off here, dumps off right there. Sochan, you don't mess with the Zohan. Kicks that one out to Devin Booker. It's coming back the other way. This time Booker's shot is no good. Stephon Castle winds up. This is going to be a quick break there. So the fast break for Champagny. hard to pronounce my own Spurs players' names. What is wrong with me? How can I not pronounce these things properly? Shout out to all of you guys watching this live stream right now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for kicking it. Juan, what's up? Shout out to my girl, Sheena T. What up? Didn't A&M just lose? Says my name is Mia, possibly, in basketball. Tomorrow, guys, the Knicks versus the Cavaliers, the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Houston Rockets, and the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. That should be a game that I cover for sure. Here we go, coming back the other way. Bradley Beal splitting those players, and looks like that might have been blocked from behind. Spurs get the basketball back. De'Aaron Fox for three again. This time it's no good. It is going to be recovered there by the Phoenix Suns, but it's picked off, and this time taking it to the hole. Let's go, Stephon Castle. The assist dished off right there by De'Aaron Fox to Stephon Castle, who takes that one to the rack. Let's go. So, turnovers in the first quarter, guys. There's 8 seconds left to go. The Suns have already turned over the basketball 5 times. This is going to be a deep shot. Wow, unbelievable. Bol with a monster shot right there. Double zeros on the game clock and play clock. The bucket is good, but it will not count right there. The half-court shot does drop for Champagny. That is the end of the first quarter, and after the first 12 minutes of regulation, guys, the score is 31-21. San Antonio with a 10-point lead. Okay, how y'all feeling? How we feeling? Let's go. W Cavs, we got a W tonight in Brooklyn, says my name is Nia. Nia, I'm digging your energy. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Randy Willis, I appreciate you too. Same to you, country. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, guys. Zach also still in the house. Guys, y'all know what I like to do. We like to read some stats, or we like to read some chats. What do you guys have to say out there? We've got about 30 of y'all hanging out with us right now on the YouTube side of things. And it looks like 99 current viewers right now, total viewers. 176 likes. We've got real-time viewers. Looks like maybe just one lone person out there on TikTok, which very well could be me. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're just getting in our practice snaps right now today. By the way, this is literally how it started when I started Football Nation. Like, my very first live streams got nothing, man. Like nothing, and it was crazy. This one at least already got 176 likes on the TikTok side, which also doesn't make sense to me. TikTok makes no sense. Can someone explain that to me? How is it possible that I can have 76 likes on TikTok, but just 99 total views? Like, that's bizarre. That's bizarre. And I think people might just be kind of like scrolling through the lives and like seeing those. I'm not surprised. That's what I do on TikTok. I see a live and typically, like, unless it's someone that I think I recognize, I just kind of skip right past it. I think I saw a couple of people that I recognized check in on this live stream. I haven't had to put someone in timeout. I'm happy, says Country. Welcome to Football Nation. Football season is obviously over tonight. Mario's doing a live color basketball commentary. Thank you for clearing all of that up. You're awesome, Aaron. Appreciate that. If you're new to this channel, awesome. Hit that like button. Look at you doing the work for me. Appreciate you. But I will do that. I will make sure that I'm more active on asking for requests out there. Got to make sure that I'm asking for more requests. You got a lot of energy, Mario. Keep it going. And keep this podcast going for TikTok. You will be advanced trust. I'm with you, Big Unk. I think so. I think so, too. This is going to be really cool, guys. So we are in the middle of a timeout break. When we get back from the break, San Antonio Spurs have a 10-point lead. They will be getting the basketball here to start the second quarter. The tip-off was won by Pheonix. So Brad Beal coming in, man. You can see that. Well, on the YouTube side, let's go ahead and bring up these numbers here for you guys. On the YouTube side, you guys can see Bradley Beal has 4 points. Bol has 3. Plumlee has 2. Kevin Durant has 4. O'Neal has 3. And Nick Richards has 3 as well. Devin Booker, ice cold today, man. Both teams 100% from the free throw line. 3-point field goal percentage today for the Phoenix Suns, just 22%. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Spurs, 50% from behind the line. Stephon Castle with the basketball, looks like 3 seconds into this. Is that a timeout that was called? What happened here? So something interesting happened right there, guys. We're waiting to see what the official has to say. Sent TikTok universe to Roberto Sandoval. I don't know what any of this stuff means. All right, guys, here we go. Coming back the other way, kicking it back. Champagny has the basketball now. Penny in the paint, kicks this one out to Sochan. Sohan comes inside. Phrasing kicks that one back out. Pulls up and shoots. That is good for 3 points right there. Champagny knocking one back. 6 of 12 today from three-point land. 2 of 9 on the other side for Pheonix. Pheonix moving the basketball around. A little bounce pass inside. Kicks this one out to Tyus Jones. One more time to Allen. Allen off the dribble. Kicks it back out. A three-pointer from Beal will be no good. Bol trying to recover, and that size of Bol is just ridiculous. The only person who could keep up with Bol's length right there would have to be Victor Wembanyama, and he's out. So Stephon Castle now will kick that one out to Sochan. Sochan working backwards on the post will kick this one out, and this one, Johnson's shot is no good. So Keldon Johnson misses that shot here. It is recovered by Pheonix. Pheonix with the basketball now. Tyus Jones off the dribble will give that back to Beal. Beal finding Bol on the right wing. Bol kicks that one back out to the top. 5 left to shoot. Will drive here, up, off the glass, no good. And that is going to be recovered there by Keldon Johnson, who will be credited for the rebound. Coming back the other way, kicking it back to Johnson. Johnson lines up for a 3. Bang! The San Antonio Spurs with another three-pointer there. Here we go, coming back the other way. Bradley Beal with the basketball in hand. A high screen there. This time Allen launches a 3 of his own off the back of the rim. Recovered there by Stephon Castle. Castle for 2 off the front of the rim. This time Beal going to be fouled by Stephon Castle there. That's going to be off ball, loose ball foul. First personal foul there for him. That'll be the first team foul of the quarter here as well, I believe. Half. What foul is this? I can't keep track of the fouls anymore. I'm losing track of these fouls, guys. It's hard to keep up with all these dang fouls. I'm going to have to start officiating basketball so I can really get a nice, good handle on the regulations and the rules on all of this here. Here we go, guys, coming back the other way. Kevin Durant trying to corral that pass. It is almost stolen, and it is stolen by the San Antonio Spurs. Call that another turnover today for the Phoenix Suns. Kicks this one out. De'Aaron Fox will drive this one in the paint and just floats that in from about the free throw line. Just floats that one in. A beautiful shot for De'Aaron Fox. That gives him 8 points today. This time, Tyus Jones kicks that one back out to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant trying to back his way in. Kicks this out to Allen, and Allen hits a beautiful shot there. Allen from the left wing puts that one up, and Pop wants to talk about a timeout called there for the San Antonio Spurs. It messed up my writing. Let's see. Denver is beating the Timberwolves in the playoffs, and OKC is beating Memphis in the playoffs for sure, says Nia. Well, let's see. Let's ask a new poll, guys. Okay. If I could spell. All right, guys. For those of you who are watching right now on YouTube, question to y'all, should I start a completely second channel, a separate channel for basketball? So I know that I need to start a second channel anyways. it's got to be really confusing for people to see a channel named Football Nation and seeing a bunch of basketball logos and that this guy is live covering basketball. Mario, did you watch the NBA All-Star Games? And if so, how did you feel about the new format? So I heard about the new format. I didn't actually watch it. What was interesting to me was the new format that they have, 4 7-man teams? And they're basically just playing like it's an in-day competition. I heard that there were too many commercial breaks. When teams would start getting hot, there would be like some weird ceremony. I mean, it's an interesting new way to keep the fans engaged, but at the same time, like, you know, old school here, East-West. East-West, yeah, that's kind of the way I feel about it too. We should just keep it the traditional way. The beasts of the East, the best of the West, you know, however you want to phrase that. It's always been East versus West. I don't see any reason to have to change it. Isaiah Green, what's up, man? Isaiah Green checking in right now saying, true, Zach, these NBA refs are quite a bit chill, a little bit. Sometimes they could get tough, strict with those big slam fouls. Randy Willis checking in saying, I ain't no football season, but I know it's not football season, but will my Lions win a Super Bowl? Randy, bro, Randy, oh my gosh. Will the Detroit Lions ever win a Super Bowl? That's one hell of a question, man. Will the Detroit Lions ever win a Super Bowl? I don't know. Honestly, my take on that is that if they didn't win it this year, they're not going to win it at all. They had to. I feel like they had to win it this past year, and they didn't. And that's a problem. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, they only played up to 40 and have a break when they got to 15, says my name is Nia. So, audio. They're looking at the San Antonio Spurs right now. Okay, Spurs out right now. 9 minutes left to go here. Let's bring this back up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. San Antonio with the basketball in hand. De'Aaron Fox working right now. Kicks this one out. This time, Stephon Castle tries to put that one up. Then it goes off the front of the rim. And Kevin Durant gets the rebound. Coming back the other way, Tyus Jones off the dribble. This time working on Champagny, and he gets a little bit of a screen there from Plumlee. Kicks this one to the right-hand side. Big shot. Bang! That's going to be good right there. So that's a three-pointer hit right there. Looks like Allen hit that one. Excuse me, that was O'Neal with that one. This time a missed shot from Barnes will be recovered by the Spurs. That goes back to Johnson. He shoots and misses. It's recovered by the Spurs. Champagny drives this one in. And on the third chance right there, San Antonio, third chance buckets. Big bucket there. San Antonio, just because Victor Wembanyama is not playing right now, doesn't mean that San Antonio is just going to give up. Plumlee kicks this one out. Good ball movement there from Pheonix, and that one will finally go in right there. Tyus Jones knocks down the three-pointer. This time, De'Aaron Fox coming back the other way, kicks it out. Barnes, a little pump fake. Barnes drives inside the paint, under the rim, and on the reversal there, gets the points. This time, 43-32. San Antonio with an 11-point lead kicks this one out. A shot is no good. Plumlee tries to kick that one back out. It's recovered by San Antonio. The drive, Keldon Johnson gets in. Let's go. And one. Looked like it at least. Let's see if he gets to go to the stripe. Good feed right there. That Harrison Barnes reversal play was gorgeous. And that bounce pass from Champagny. Timeout was called right there. Looks like the timeout's going to be called. And so that takes us to a commercial break. Spurs want to win, says Randy Willis. It looks like they do. The Spurs are playing to win right now. Spurs are playing for keepsies. That's for sure. So San Antonio is up 45-32. We are back to a commercial break. when we get back from this commercial break, it should be Pheonix basketball. So the Pheonix Suns should have the basketball. This is interesting. Let me take a look, guys. Those of you who are watching on the Facebook side of things, sorry, not on the Facebook side of things, on the YouTube side of things. I want to take a quick look at the TikTok stuff. Don't really know. I don't really know how to kind of like navigate this TikTok studio. Choose an image. I guess I could choose an image. Is it too late? Can I not do that right now? Oh, I can't change it during a live, so I should have changed it sooner. So people probably can't even see what, like... Great. Awesome. Tight. Great, awesome, tight. Super cool. Okay. Let's see. We've got the mobile preview, I guess, to see what that looks like right now. This is interesting. Ah. So it's super cluttered. It's kind of hard to see. 999 million likes. Yeah, right. That's so funny. Go Spurs, go. I see you. I see you, Disc Golf. Let's go. I see y'all out there. You are made for this job. Thank you. Well, thank you, Disc Golf. Appreciate you, Billy. I do. So, we are still in the middle of a commercial break. When we get back from this commercial break, San Antonio just scored on that one, and as of right now on the court, Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, we've got Champagny, Keldon Johnson, and Stephon Castle gonna be the starters, or the players on the court right now for the San Antonio Spurs. On the other side, Durant, O'Neal, Jones, Plumlee, and Allen on the court. Kevin Durant today is 2 of 4, so 50%. He's missed a three-pointer today as well. He doesn't even lead the team in scoring. Right now, Kevin Durant is behind on from that category. But some things are about to change. We're going to get back to the action here in just a moment. So let's address this. This is weird. This is different. This is interesting. Basketball. I like it. You know, maybe I might have more luck on TikTok if I were to like actually do a gamer channel and just cover like 2K and be like really good at 2K. Then I could start Twitch streaming too. Here we go, coming back the other way, kicks this out to Booker. Booker passes over to Kevin Durant. Durant with the mismatch there against Castle. Durant drives that one in over Johnson and Castle. Castle bringing this basketball up the court. Castle kicks this one out to Vassell. Vassell dumps off once again to Johnson. Johnson to Barnes. Barnes to Castle. Castle, a little spin around, and that one is way off the mark. Airballed that one. Coming back the other way, Tyus Jones hands this off to Brad Beal. Beal looking for some assistance there. Beal kicks that one out, and Jones will try to drive it in the paint. Jones takes the shot. It is going to be recovered by Pheonix, and Pheonix puts that one up. Beal with another bucket. The score is now 36-45. And the Suns starting to narrow that gap. Vassell with the basketball in hand, 14 seconds on the play clock. Vassell still working as he's trying to back up in the post. He will turn around and shoot. That shot is also no good. This time, Kevin Durant with the spin move and a fadeaway of his own. Count it. The bucket is good. That is going to be a timeout here. Now San Antonio wants to talk about it, and I think that's the right thing to do. All of a sudden, it's become a 7-point game when it was a 13-point game just moments ago. And that's the whole thing about basketball, man. It's a game of runs. Like, you start playing, and you could think that you've got a comfortable 10, 12-point lead, 13-point lead, but those leads definitely disappear pretty quick. Yeah, Seth, no more football, man. No more football. Mario, basketball is a little bit different than football. When it's a late-night game, it'll have you up all night, so be careful. Okay, I will keep that in mind, Big Unk. I will keep that in mind. Basketball is a little bit different than football. When it's a late night game, it'll have you up all night, so be careful. Honestly, the idea of even doing a late night game, guys, this was just a major experiment for me. I'm trying to work some new stuff in here. We're trying to incorporate new styles of streaming. We're trying to, I don't know, we're just trying to do more. We're just trying to do more. All right, guys, again, the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs, offensively, points per game, 16th in the NBA, 113 points per game. Fast break points per game, 13th in the NBA. Top 10 team when it comes to assists, and in the top half when it comes to total rebounds. Defensively, when Victor Wembanyama is healthy, this defense of the San Antonio Spurs is a pretty solid unit, but without him, it's going to be an uphill battle. All right, guys, let's get back to the game at hand. Chris Paul has the basketball. Paul hands that over to Vassell. Vassell off the dribble, kicks that out to the left. This time, Champagny drives. That is tipped out of bounds by Jones. Looks like San Antonio will retain possession here. Will retain possession here. San Antonio up 45-38 at the moment with 5:47 left to go here in the first half. Sochan kicks that out, and this time the drive. The drive goes in, kicks out one more time. A lot of ball movement here. Vassell off the back of the rim there. Recovered by Booker. Booker kicks this one over to Durant. Durant to Jones. Jones passes again. Beal gets this one. Beal on the drive. He goes in, gets the bucket and the foul. And now Beal goes to the stripe to make this a 4-point game. Good drive there. Good solid drive right there. All right. Red Dominguez? Red Cane Dominguez? Interesting. DC4L, though, I see you. I see you with your Dallas Cowboys for life. All right, guys, on the other side, the Phoenix Suns are pretty solid here as well, man. I will say that. Points per game, the Phoenix Suns 113.2, so just a little bit more than the San Antonio Spurs. That first bucket was good, guys. That only bucket is good after the conversion. A couple substitutions in. Now on the court for the San Antonio Spurs, Harrison Barnes, Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, and Jeremy Sochan. Coming up with it right now, kicks this one out. Vassell, one more pass to Chris Paul. Chris Paul tries to hit Barnes, and Barnes lets that basketball. It's a 3-on-1 situation, and this time Booker goes down hard as he tries to put up the layup. Great hard foul right there by the San Antonio Spurs, but now we are almost all tied up, and almost as if like out of nowhere, I don't know, it's starting to look a little sketchy. What is up, Josh? Josh says, bro, you do such a good job reporting football. No reason to think every sport won't be the same. Just change the name to Sports Nation or something and cover everything. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to do a second channel called Effin' Sports, and we're just going to cover, by the way, that free throw was good, as to be expected from Booker, and Devin Booker's 2 shots are both good here. Here we go, guys, coming back the other way. San Antonio with a narrow 2-point lead now. It's been a very long run here for the Phoenix Suns. San Antonio Spurs need to stop the bleeding. This time Barnes dumps off to De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox having trouble finding space. Sochan winds up and shoots. That is no good off the front of the rim. Coming back the other way, Kevin Durant with the basketball. Durant off the dribble, now in the post as he's backing up against Vassell. He's got the length. He's going to pass back and get the basketball back. A little 1-2 action there. Nice little dump off, and that will be O'Neal who gets the bucket. Count it. O'Neal now up to 8 points. That's an assist there for Kevin Durant. Fox off the dribble, kicks this one out, and that is going to be a missed shot there. Vassell. A lot of three-pointers coming from the San Antonio Spurs, and they're not falling, so I don't love this. This time, Booker off the back of the rim there. Recovered by De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox off the dribble. will kick this one to the top of the key, and a lot of ball movement for San Antonio. Sochan kicks out to Vassell. Vassell, a long two-pointer on the right wing right there. Knocks that one in. Kevin Durant gets the basketball here. 2-point lead for San Antonio with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. KD off the dribble here, and now he's lined up with Chris Paul. Chris Paul just said, I'll take the foul. I mean, come on, man. Chris Paul versus Kevin Durant, that's not a matchup, dude. Who just checked in right now? On the TikTok side of things, we got DJ Luigi checking in. What up, DJ? How you doing? Luis. Javier, ¿qué onda? Saludos, bro. Let's go. All right, guys. Phoenix Suns with the basketball now. Phoenix trying to work their way around. Sochan tips that one out of bounds right there. Kevin Durant and Chris Paul's. Oh, Kevin Durant and Chris Paul trading words right now. You know what's crazy? Chris Paul's little man syndrome is real, dude. Like, he definitely has little man syndrome. Oh! Well, what's up? ¿Qué onda? Luigi. DJ Luigi dice. Nice. Deja ver. Whoops. All right, guys. San Antonio gets the basketball back, coming back the other way. Never done any of this stuff before, guys. First time going live on TikTok. Yeah, trying to figure out how the whole TikTok stuff works. Looks like you're doing pretty well on your TikTok there. Okay, Mario flexing his Spanish, says Nia. There we go, guys. De'Aaron Fox winds up and shoots a big three-pointer there. They're going to say his foot was on the line, count it for two. And San Antonio now has a 3-point lead, a 4-point lead. This time coming back the other way, Devin Booker with the basketball. He's lined up across, staring into the eyes of De'Aaron Fox here. Fox trying to come back the other way. It looks like there was a moving screen or something here. Looks like Vassell is going to be called for something. It's going to be a personal foul against Vassell. Here we go. He says, hey, ¿qué es que lo que? Saludo a tía linda. Ah, ya yo veo. Ahora sí. Sorry. Let's see. Please stay on YouTube if you continue to do multiple platforms. I'm not on TikTok. No, ya yo entiendo, Luis. Ahora sí. Que la familia Gómez, ahora sí entiendo. It's difficult to try to bounce between two platforms. What I'll end up having to do if I'm going to end up doing it this way is I'm going to have to put all the comments for everyone on here. By the way, that second free throw is going to be missed right there, and Stephon Castle does recover the defensive rebound. This time Chris Paul dips this one, just drops this one off there for Fox. Fox trying to find his way in, will wind up and shoot. The two-pointer is good. 17-footer on the step-back jump shot. Knocked down by De'Aaron Fox, coming back the other way. We got Beal working his way up the left wing here. Beal gonna kick that one out to Allen. Back to Beal. This time Durant. Oh, that one's a beautiful shot. Durant knocks that one down. The score is 48-51. San Antonio still up by 3. This time a step back jumper, no good, and that will go off the front of the rim. Recovered by Beal. Beal will try to thread this. It is going to be picked off right there. Stephon Castle on the drive, makes Durant miss, makes Durant jump, and puts that one up. The score is 53-48. San Antonio with possession. San Antonio with the lead, excuse me. The Suns with possession. That's a wide open shot on the left-hand side. A three-pointer is going to be good right there. This time O'Neal hits that one as well. Chris Paul drops off to Vassell. Vassell to Castle. Castle winds up. That shot is no good. It's recovered by Beal again. San Antonio taking shots that I'm not necessarily in love with, but the other way, it's going to land. That's a beautiful shot there. Another O'Neal shot, and O'Neal quickly has 15 points in the first half of this one. Timeout going to be called by San Antonio with 1:06 left to go. 1:06 left to go, and just 15 points here for Royce O'Neal. O'Neal having himself a day, I tell you what. What is happening here? There we go. All right, guys. So Royce O'Neal, don't worry, Facebook or YouTube people, I won't be going anywhere. I won't be leaving you guys. All right, y'all. Chris Paul with the basketball in hand off the dribble as he backpedals here. And he will step up into that three ball. Wow, nothing but net. Splash. That's good for San Antonio. 57-54. San Antonio has a three-point lead again. Here we go. So with 47 seconds left in the first half, Kevin Durant going to take his time here. Play clock down to 10. He's going to have to make something happen. Durant trying to go off the dribble, kicks this out. And back to Durant again. Durant, his shot is blocked. It's recovered. The Spurs unable to get this one where they need to get it. Take your time. Now Allen has the basketball for the Suns, and San Antonio recovers. San Antonio, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Here we go. Okay, Stephon Castle hands this over to Chris Paul. 17 seconds on the play clock. Game clock it's about a second difference. So 1 second ahead is the play clock over the game clock. 5 seconds left to go here. Chris Paul has to drive, kicks it out, wide open. Sohan, bang! Let's go! And that's how you end the first half. Just like that, the San Antonio Spurs take a 60-54 lead into the locker room to end the first half. Oh, I love that. Let's go. Wide open. Randy, do it, man. Get out here and do it, bro. I'd love to collaborate with you, too. Randy, if this is something that you like doing, I would not mind live streaming with someone else as well. So if you're out there and you want to collaborate, you guys know how to reach me, especially those of you who are out there on the YouTube side of the house. All of my links are on my page. You guys know you can reach me through the website. You guys know y'all can reach me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Some of you guys are friends with me on Facebook. The famous Johnny Most bucket calls. That's right, disc golf. You already know. Let's do the San Antonio stroll, baby. That big 2-1-0. We call it the Riverwalk, Billy. We call it the Riverwalk. I'm kind of glad I'd for sure fail with the modern NBA. Dude, the modern NBA is different, for sure. Like, without a doubt. The modern NBA is definitely different. I feel the difference with the modern NBA. Like, back in the day, when I used to watch basketball, when I actually had like the basketball court at my house, like there was never even like a chance to review or challenge plays like you can do in today's NBA. That was never a thing. Also, if someone got in your face, Shaquille O'Neal or Malone is going to Karl Malone's going to try to throw a fist at you. And now if you try to do that, you're literally kicked out of the NBA, which I think is ridiculous. But hey, what's up, gorgeous? Hi. A little different, huh? How do you feel about it? It's still pretty high? It's got to be this. Does it?
That's a flex, and that's a flex, and I don't like it.
Okay. Huh. We'll have to work on the audio. Here's the other thing, babe. The other thing I was thinking is that I could just do the boom arm again, like I used to do back in the day, because that always got the best sound quality. I always felt like that one always got the best sound quality. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Honestly, I think I might have just dropped this headset. But I'm not even using the headset right now. I'm using the lapel. I wonder if I can make the adjustments on the gain there. Settings. There. How's that? Meh. Not great. How's that sound? What do you think? Will you test that? Will you see what that sounds like? See if this sounds any better, if this makes it sound even worse. Churros, says Zach. The disc golf saying that the audio is great. We're working on different things. We're trying to get it all figured out and taken care of. We are in the middle of a commercial break. When we get back from this commercial break, guys, San Antonio. Actually, this takes us to halftime. We are right now in the middle of halftime. Let's see. I can barely hear you now. Interesting. How about now? How about now, Robert? I'm going to go with your word on that. What do you think? Are we all the way up now? Is this 1,000 times better? Third time's a charm? I mean, we're just trying to get rid of all of the, we're just trying to get rid of the muffled sound. Slightly distorted now. A lot better, says Robert Samora. Okay. All right. Too loud, says my name is Nia. Where is that sweet spot? There is a sweet spot now. Can you hear me now? Good. Basically. Basically. That's basically it. So yeah, that's with a bunch of filters. So I added a bunch of filters, but it does make it sound a little bit muffled, or it does sound like there's too many effects on it. These are the different filters, and if I remove the filters... Okay. So now this is with filters removed. I know, guys, this is not the right time to be testing all this stuff. Room reverb. Yeah, Zach, honestly, that's a big issue as well. I need to soundproof this room. And I don't know that I've got the funds in the budget right now to do that. Oh, man. It's one way or the other. What are you thinking? Baby's got the hiccups? Okay. Okay, all right. There's a million different ways. Want the Spurs song called? It's an okay time to test. You can use this to test. It's the break anyways. Perfect, says the disc golf. Okay. I think we might have found where we're... Yeah, when I record for my videos, though, I have to do a lot of adjustments. Loud and proud, says disc golf. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been seeing a lot of the off-season stuff that I've been trying to do. Obviously, we're a football channel. Obviously, football is our bread and butter. Basketball is just an experiment that we're working with right now. I'd like to do color radio broadcast and commentary for multiple sports. It is really, really difficult to try to keep everything organized in my head. Like, when I say, you know, if a shot is no good, keep it the way it is now, says the disc golf. Okay, done. Perfect. Watched every one of them, says Robert Samora. Okay, cool. Yes, I've always wondered how much of those soundproof boards cost. Man, honestly, the soundproofing stuff is like not cheap. Some of it, I guess you get what you pay for. Like if you get soundproofing panels, I really need to put them on the ceilings up here. And I should probably get some around this desk area as well. One new message. Join from your shorts video. What's up, Matthew? What up, Matt? How you doing? Got a lot of people out here right now. What's up? You like these pants? Ooh, Christina's giving me the googly eyes, guys. San Antonio Spurs going to play back-to-back home games for tonight and tomorrow night against the Phoenix Suns and the Detroit Pistons. Martin, thank you for that info. Zach Cohn saying you can build them. Watch Rhett Shull video. Okay. I bet you can excel in Major League Baseball games. I like the Texas Rangers. Don't burn yourself out on all the sports. You do a really good job on the football stuff you do. I do love the football stuff. The basketball stuff is a little bit different. All of this is a little bit different. The problem is like, I don't want to burn myself out on the football stuff, honestly. Like, I just wonder how much football is too much football, and if that is even actually a thing. Like, how much football is too much football, and where's the line? Oh, guys, snap. Okay, I'm going to type something out for you all right here. I want y'all to check out this guy's Instagram page. His name is Terror in the Trenches. Long story short, an old friend of mine that I worked with when I bartended way back in the day, even before I bartended actually, I wasn't even old enough to bartend, I was like 18 years old, that I worked with, her husband is this dude, and he is like really in the world when it comes to football. He has connections in the NFL. So much so that, I don't know if you guys recognize the name Elijah Garcia from the New York Giants, one of the defensive ends for the New York Giants. He will be here in San Antonio, and they will be hosting an event at the Westover Hills Community Center at the sports complex. So anybody who's in the San Antonio area, I will actually be there that day. You can buy tickets to the event, and I'll have more information as we get closer to the event. It will be March 9th and March 10th, but Football Nation's going to be out there. I will be out there with NFL players and doing interviews and doing all kinds of really cool stuff with all of these higher profile people this off season. So we're going to do a lot of really cool stuff. I'm pretty fired up about all of that. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So let's see, how much football is too much football? That's the underlying question. Nah, I'm ready for fantasy football lessons. LOL, not too much. She says, okay, that's fair. I actually thought about dropping the fantasy football video today, but I ended up doing this instead and trying to prepare for all of this, and I haven't even had a chance really to kind of go through all of these things that I had prepared. And of course, Victor Wembanyama being out, I don't really know how to... What did you do? What are you looking at? Are you looking at my... Okay, all right, this is a family show, Christina?
You're the one announcing it, just let me look.
Love you. Okay, so on average, guys, minutes per game. You can see Nick Richards, 22 minutes per game. Victor Wembanyama, 33 minutes per game. Points per game from the center position. On average, Nick Richards gets 9 points per game. Victor Wembanyama, 24 points per game. Of course, though, guys, Wemby is now out for the season with a deep vein thrombosis, i.e., he has a blood clot. So, blood clot there for Victor Wembanyama, and he's going to be out for the entire season. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to do more than just this disc golf. I'm doing a lot more than I want to do a lot more than just this. I also realize that if I want to have success with basketball, it's going to be the same situation from like when I covered that college football game early in the season. And I was just kind of testing the waters, but I never expected it to go very well. And then as soon as we got into like the big playoff games, those were the best live streams that my channel's ever had. I expect it to be very similar to that during this off season. I expect it to be very similar to that. Anyways, if we look at assists per game, rebounds per game, that's one of the biggest differences right now. This guy is averaging a double-double or a triple-double like every single game. This dude is an absolute beast, but now he is out. Rebounds per game, averaging 11 of those. As far as rebounds today for the San Antonio Spurs, 5 for De'Aaron Fox, 7 for Stephon Castle, 3 for Chris Paul, Devin Vassell with 2, Sohan, none for Sohan, which is weird. Kelvin Johnson has 1, Champagny has 2, and Biyombo has 3. On the other side, Bradley Beal has been everywhere, and Nick Richards has been as well. Both of them have 6 rebounds on that side. Nobody looking like they're going to be hitting that double-double at any point in this game. Maybe De'Aaron Fox, if he can get a couple more boards, he's going to need 5 more rebounds in order to get to those numbers. Let's look at the power forward numbers here. So both of these power forwards are in the game. Nobody injured, nobody missing out of this calculation here. If we look at Kevin Durant minutes, even now, guys, Kevin Durant is still playing 36 minutes per game out of 48 minutes in a basketball game. So he's definitely doing most of the work. I mean, Kevin Durant has always been a generational talent. He's always been so damn good. Kevin Durant, 36 minutes per game, 28 minutes per game for Harrison Barnes. But the points, y'all, 27 points per game versus just under 12 points per game. You can look at the assists. The advantage there goes to Kevin Durant. The rebounding goes to Kevin Durant. That advantage goes there. Steals per game, Kevin Durant gets that there. Blocks per game, Kevin Durant. Durantula, he's that guy. He gets the advantage in all of those. Now, if we look on the other side, though, I will say field goal percentage, not bad. You got a 50% shooter here for Harrison Barnes. And at the three-point shot line, behind the arc, you're actually going to get better efficiency out of Harrison Barnes than Kevin Durant, although Kevin Durant probably takes way more threes than Harrison Barnes does. All right, guys, these players are also available, but Ryan Dunn is not going to be the small forward today. That is the starter. Ryan Dunn not going to be the starter, and every time I hear the name Ryan Dunn, I always think of Jackass, but obviously, right, not the thing. Anyways, minutes per game, 18 minutes per game. Ryan Dunn, I actually haven't seen him out there on the court at all today. On the other side, though, let's focus on Devin Vassell. San Antonio Spurs, 30 minutes per game is what he averages. He averages about 16 points per game, 3 assists per game, 3 rebounds per game, 3.5 rebounds per game. Average at least 1 steal per game, 43 from the floor, 43% shooting from the floor, and 35% shooting from behind the arc. Let's take a look over here at De'Aaron Fox and Devin Booker. Both of these guys also healthy. Both of these guys also available today, so we can actually compare both of them here. Devin Booker averages about 37 minutes per game. De'Aaron Fox averages 36 points per game, or 36 minutes per game. And the interesting thing is that De'Aaron Fox just came over from the Sacramento Kings. So this isn't like the San Antonio Spurs have always had him around. They haven't always had him around. This has been, yeah, it's just very, very interesting to see the changes that the Spurs have made. Let's see. I want to see an NBA game with overtimes and the games most likely to score 200 points when it's all said and done. 100 for Wilt and 200 for NBA team score. Yeah, seriously.
My name is Balin, and
Let's see. I could be in a room with all of these basketball players, and I wouldn't have a clue who they were. I might get suspicious based off of their height. Okay. Well, let me help you out with this one, because these two players right here, Country, these are ones that you should probably know. And I'm not just saying that either. Let me get you the actual stats here, in case you did not know. But someone like Devin Booker, who you see here on the left-hand side of your screen, Devin Booker averages 26.2 points per game. What does that mean? He is the 8th highest scorer in the NBA right now. So he's literally a top 10 player in all of basketball. Definitely want to remember at least this face and this name, Devin Booker. The other side over here, a huge piece, an all-star in his own right as well, De'Aaron Fox, and a similar situation for him. De'Aaron Fox, top 15 in the NBA when it comes to scoring. So 14th, actually, to be precise, 14th in the NBA when it comes to scoring, 24.6 points per game. He's also, I mean, he's an all-star. Now, of course, not having Victor Wembanyama out there, who's a top 10 rebounder in the league and a top 20 scorer in the league. San Antonio, I'm happy that they've got that 6-point lead. San Antonio also has the basketball to start right now. Let's start the second half, guys. There was no trivia quiz, but let's get this one underway. So, San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. He kicks that one out. Gets the basketball back after the transition. There is a foul on the shot as he's hit on the way up. He's going to get a shot at 2 free throws here. And so we're going to see De'Aaron Fox take a couple of free throws. make the adjustments. Okay. All right, so now we should have everything nice and settled up and squared away. Okay. Locked in. That first free throw is good for De'Aaron Fox, and the San Antonio Spurs go up 61-54 over the Phoenix Suns, making this one a 5-point game. It is a 2-possession game right now. There's another free throw. That is good for De'Aaron Fox. Call them back-to-back, and those are both good. Coming back the other way, San Antonio playing defense now. And we've got Tyus Jones, who passes that to Kevin Durant. Durant to Booker. Booker back to Durant. Durant outside the three-point line, trying to work his way in. Gets the contact, draws the foul, hits the bucket. He'll go to the stripe and one. Kevin Durant having words right now. Kevin Durant trading words with De'Aaron Fox. I mean, I saw the contact there. They're going to call that not a shooting foul. They're going to say that that was before the shot. I agree with that one. Here we go. This is O'Neal. Now Jones. Jones passes to Booker. Booker back to O'Neal. O'Neal to around the world. My gosh. Booker, with no time left, will put up that shot. Are they going to call a foul for a travel? They are going to call the foul for the travel there. So Bull, Durant, O'Neal, Jones, Booker, and Bull out on the court right now. And this time, De'Aaron Fox will put up the three-point shot. That is no good. No foul over the back there. Surprising. Coming back the other way, Pheonix going to kick that one out. Pheonix with Jones. Jones going to try to drop a teardrop there. It goes in and out. Recovered by Chris Paul, who gets a rebound. Chris Paul finds Harrison Barnes. Barnes off the front of the rim. That shot is no good. San Antonio still has a 62-54 lead. Okay, Jones with the basketball in hand. 10 minutes left to go. 10:45 left to go here in the third quarter. Kicks that one out to the left, and Booker will finally hit a three-pointer there. That's what you expect out of Booker. So coming back the other way, San Antonio, Fox to Vassell. Vassell back to Fox. 14 seconds left to go. Fox going to work inside the paint, tries to go up with the left hand. That'll remain San Antonio basketball as Bull makes that shot very difficult for Fox. Guys, if you could see the difference between Bull and Fox, there's literally like a whole foot of difference right now. San Antonio with the basketball, working towards the left side of the screen. Chris Paul finding an inbound there, working their way back. On the field right now, Barnes, Biyombo, Paul, Fox, and Vassell. And there's going to be a moving screen against Biyombo that is going to affect this drive. So, goes back the other way. San Antonio playing defense. Tyus Jones with possession right now finds a man on the left this time. Booker will shoot. That one is an ugly shot there. Booker looking for the foul, not going to get it. There's a pass, a kick out to Vassell. Vassell, a shot from the corner, knocks that one in. That is good for three. Let's go. So Vassell hits that jumper. The score is 65-57. Tyus Jones tries to find the man on the left side. O'Neal will let that one fly. That one is no good. That is recovered there by Barnes. Barnes kicks this one over to the right-hand side. A dish underneath, and that'll be in for Biyombo. Biyombo with a bucket there as he dunks that one. Points in the paint for San Antonio. Double team against Booker there. And that double team gonna be gonna make Booker's life very difficult there. Good job. And Booker's letting the official know about this right now, because Booker felt like he got fouled earlier and there was no foul there, and he's still trading words with the official right now, which is interesting. Spurs are on a super run right now. There's the shot. First free throw is good for Booker. The super run. I've heard Maverick. It doesn't sound familiar. Okay. So, here we go, guys. Buckets are made there. This time, Biombo again. Right inside the middle. Another bucket for Biombo. That's 4 points for him. 3 rebounds as well. Points are points. Points are at a premium. This is a very much a team effort here for the San Antonio Spurs. Kevin Durant just bullying Chris Paul right now. That is a shot that will be missed by the Phoenix Suns. This time, Vassell off the dribble finds Chris Paul. Paul gonna floor general this one. He will wind up and shoot a long 3. That pass is incomplete. That shot is no good. Why do I say pass is incomplete? I'm so stuck in football. Anyways, here we go. Booker kicks that one out to Bull, and this is going to be a travel for Bull. And this will be Spurs ball. Spurs ball. Okay. So the Spurs are up 69-59. Giggity, giggity. Okay. Okay, guys. So it said there was inactivity. My stream is doing so bad on TikTok. My stream is doing so bad on TikTok that it told me there was too much inactivity out here. That's interesting. All right, guys, San Antonio with the basketball this time. He will go up and deliver. Sohan will knock this one in. San Antonio up 71-59 right now. Here we go. Booker going to try to corral this one. Booker on the left-hand side does find a man. Tyus Jones tries to take the shot. That one is no good. San Antonio Spurs up 71-59. Vassell tries to put that one in. And Barnes fighting for his life to recover that basketball. Looks like someone got hit in the nose. San Antonio not going to come down with this one, and it's okay. It'll be the Phoenix Suns basketball. LOL, TikTok will do that, says my name is Nia. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought TikTok was going to be like much easier than it is. But it's not. All right, guys, here we go. San Antonio, 71-61. Let me get locked back into this game, guys. Chris Paul finds Barnes right here. Barnes going to work against Kevin Durant. This is going to be picked out of the sky. The pass was intended for Fox. That will go back the other way, and so Tyus Jones now off the dribble. Tyus Jones at about the, top of the three-point line there. Tyus Jones taking his time, finds Booker, motion right here, and a beautiful layup for O'Neal as the inside of the paint, that center part was just left completely unprotected by San Antonio. Chris Paul coming back with it right now. Royce O'Neal, 17 points for him. Wide open shot for Barnes. Barnes will hit that shot. I love it. San Antonio up by 11 now. San Antonio Spurs 74-63 for the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix with the basketball right now. Tyus Jones. There's a foul, off-ball foul right now, and Booker and Vassell get wrapped up right there. Booker and Vassell get wrapped up right there. Let's see. What do we do here? 10 comments, new likes. What's up to the new viewer? Hello, hello. People coming in, people checking out. Join from the shorts video. That's so interesting. That's so weird how all of this works. Huh. I wonder if I need to start reaching out to other people on TikTok. Does anybody out here know how TikTok works? Yo, 10 PS, we get 10 points, we got this, says Seth Harmon. Every time they score, I think it's a touchdown. I don't know why. Dude, Randy, I'm struggling too. I keep saying like incomplete pass. Man, I don't know, pass interference. I almost called that one. There's a holding call. I'm just so ingrained into football that this is going to be a serious challenge for me to transition into that. Let's see. You're making me know I'm not okay with having TikTok. I'm okay not having TikTok, says Country. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with it too. I mean, it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Because every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't worry. What's the other one? So we talked about this stat. Guys, these stats, all these things that I like to do, it's different. All these stats that I like to do, they're super different. And I don't know how to frame TikTok. I think I'm going to have, and I know this sounds weird, but I'm going to have to do my homework and do some research by watching TikTok and watching TikTok lives and seeing what other people are doing out there. Like, what's really weird to me is that polished kind of content, like what I'm doing here on YouTube, this isn't what people look for on TikTok. They literally just want some dude in front of a camera who's just like shooting it. They don't want anything polished. They don't want, and it's so weird because I have like a certain standard that I like to hold my content to. And I don't always hit that standard, right? Like not all of my pieces are great, but at the same time, I hate like half-assing things. And I feel like that's what people want to see on TikTok. They just want to see beautiful people on the other side of the camera and they don't even care what they're saying. They just want, it's just weird. Also, when did the Spurs get Fox? They got Fox like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. Holy smokes, the Orlando Magic are has a losing record, 28-29, and they're leading the Southeast Division. Go Orlando, let's go. Just like you had it doing football. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what blows my mind. I just don't get the, and I think a part of it has to be with the fact that, you know, this is my very first live stream ever on TikTok. That's not surprising that, you know, my very first live stream ever isn't going the way that, and normally, it's also not football, dude. So when football season comes back around, hopefully we can build up enough momentum on this TikTok thing that it will hopefully get us 26,000 subscribers out there too, man. All right, guys, here we go. San Antonio going to recover the basketball here, coming back the other way. Chris Paul with ball in hand. Chris Paul kicks that to Vassell. Vassell now surveying, steps back to Paul. Paul directing traffic. A screen there from Harrison Barnes. Chris Paul unable to find the open man. He does find Barnes. Barnes finds Fox. Fox, with 4 seconds left to go, has to shoot. This will be an off-ball foul. That should be 14 seconds back on the clock here. Okay. There's Reese Fox, De'Aaron's wife, on camera right now. The Spurs get Fox from Sacramento. When did that happen? I don't have the exact date, but yeah, it was a big piece right there. Oh my gosh, here we go. Vassell with a little finger roll there. Don't know what happened. Went over the board there. All right, Pheonix has the basketball. Pheonix with ball in hand. Booker off the dribble. Booker trying to work on Sohan right now. Will kick that one out to the right-hand side. Try to go from sideline to sideline there. Was that Beal who went, yeah, it looks like Beal. No, that was O'Neal. That was O'Neal. All right, y'all, here we go. All right, y'all. Kevin Durant takes the shot this time. Kevin Durant hits that bucket. The score is 66-76. San Antonio now has the ball. San Antonio with possession right now, coming back the other way. De'Aaron Fox kicks that one to the right. This time, Vassell makes a man get up off his feet. Vassell tries to go up for it. Foul going to be committed right there. This time, that foul will be on O'Neal. O'Neal with another foul today. Let's see if I can't find the foul report. How many fouls is that for O'Neal now? Well, either way, we're at the stripe. So there's the first of the 2 free throws. That one is good for San Antonio. Bucket gonna be made there for Devin Vassell. So that's 1 of 2. Vassell today, guys. Devin Vassell. 12 points. 12 points, 2 rebounds. Not a whole lot going on right now. The Spurs got Fox in the trade deadline at the beginning of the month, I believe somewhere around that time. There's the shot. The second shot is good for Vassell. Thank you, Disc Golf. Coming back the other way, ladies and gentlemen, are the Phoenix Suns. Drive chart coming up right now. Let's get that drive chart out here for y'all. I know y'all like to see the stats out of there. Booker misses his shot. Coming back the other way, Chris Paul scores 78-66, a 12-point lead for the San Antonio Spurs with 5 minutes left to go in the third. Chris Paul will shoot a big three-pointer there. Dead on, straight line shot. Chris Paul knocks that one down. Chris Paul looking good today. Chris Paul with 11 points. He's got 2 there. That's a big shot for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant now up to 16 points today. So Kevin Durant with 16 points and 2 assists after that three-pointer. The score is 69-81. San Antonio with the lead. Chris Paul directing traffic. Looks like Plumlee is against him right now. That's definitely a mismatch. Chris Paul took the hit, and that's going to go from Sochan. Sochan with the reverse dunk right there. Beal. That is stripped out of his hands. Coming back the other way. Castle winds up, finds Chris Paul. Chris Paul winds up and shoots. That is no good there. Sochan fighting for it right now. And this is getting a chippy. This is a scrappy game right now. Up by 14. San Antonio Spurs doing their thing right now. Let's go. So San Antonio fighting for it right now. I see 6 or 7 Spurs players is double-figured scoring. Yeah, there's at least 4 of them right there on the right-hand side. Oh, I apologize for that. Let me bring this one back in. Okay. Sochan's shot is good. Those shots are good. The score is 84-71 right now, guys. 84-69 is what I see on my screen, excuse me. Beal with the basketball. Beal trying to work his way in. He will find Plumlee in the center. Plumlee, with his back to the basket, will feed this one to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, athletic layup there for KD. KD gets the bucket. The score is now 71-84. It's a 13-point game. Harrison Barnes will wind up and shoot. That is no good. Coming back the other way, Kevin Durant will find Beal. Beal kicks out to Booker. Booker on the drive, goes up. No foul there either. These referees are not fouling anything. I kind of like it. But Vassell now has the basketball, taking their time with 3:26 left to go in the third. Vassell trying to work on Plumlee here. Vassell gets him to miss. He does kick this out to Barnes. Barnes wide open again. They're just inviting the Spurs to take those three-pointers. And this time, Booker will drive this one on the fast break. That'll be fast break points inside the paint. Call that 2 points. The score is 73-84. Vassell not on ball right now. This is Stephon Castle. Castle gets a screen there from Sochan. He will wind up and shoot. There will be a foul on that play, that pass. That shot is no good. That shot is no good, and the San Antonio Spurs will get 2 shots at the free throw line. Okay. Germ's in the house. Hi, Robert Zamora. He says, Suns are so buns, says Eric. What's up, Eric? How you doing, Eric? Shout out to you, dude. Okay, stat sheet is always great to look at the game progress. I agree. That might be one of the things that's missing from my TikTok. I wonder if that might help bring some more attention to this. Let's see. Let's add one more. Let's do another Windows capture. Let's do another scoreboard. Actually, We'll delete this scoreboard. Let me blow this up. Okay, got to make some quick adjustments to the TikTok feed. I'm going to remove this one. Oh, son of a... Of course I deleted the wrong one. Son of a gun. That's what I meant to say. That's okay. I can fix this. Easy fix. Ain't nothing you can't fix, right? With a good attitude. Just like that. Easy fixing. By the way, the only reason that I'm able to fix these things so quickly, even though I've never done this on TikTok, is because you guys know how many times I've had to fix screw-ups on football live streams. That's always fun. So I actually need to add a Windows capture that is stats. There we go. Shrink this down. Oh, this is interesting. There you go. But now that kind of fades out my other stuff. Okay, so this does look a little bit better. But let's move this back under the 5K camera. Pheonix, San Antonio. Okay, I guess that'll work. Yeah, why not? Now at least they can also see some of at least the players who are on the court at any given time. Right now, we are in the middle of a commercial break. When we get back from this commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, the San Antonio Spurs and the Phoenix Suns are still going at it right now. The Spurs have an 11-point lead right now. Spurs have an 11-point lead over the Phoenix Suns at this very moment. And yeah, man, I've never live streamed on TikTok before, but hey, it is what it is. The San Antonio Spurs, man. Phoenix Suns, not a sexy matchup, and even less interesting just based off of the fact that Victor Wembanyama is out. So, also the Spurs are 23-29. How will they make the playoffs? Yeah, it's not going to be a playoff. I'm going to have to just root for my San Antonio Spurs and not cover their games. Unlike the Dallas Cowboys, the San Antonio Spurs don't still draw an audience whether they're good or bad. They have to be good to draw an audience. Looks like Stephon Castle's first shot will go off the front of the rim. That shot is no good. A second free throw coming up here. Second free throw coming up here, Stephon Castle. 8 points today. He's 3 of 9. He's 2 of 3 for free throws today. 7 rebounds for him. Castle puts that one up. This one will bounce off of, he'll miss both free throws. Yikes. That one hurts. Here we go, guys. San Antonio playing defense now. Plumlee off the dribble. Good feed inside. Beal takes that one to the rim. Coming back the other way now. Fox going to drive. Good pass for Plumlee. 75-84. It's a 9-point game. And we've still got about 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. So anything can happen. Plenty of time left. Winds up and shoots. Champagny hits that one for 3. A triple banger right there. And the Phoenix Suns thought they were going to get back into this one. It's a 12-point game. Beal finds Plumlee inside. Plumlee kicks this one out. O'Neal finds Allen. Allen winds up, shoots. That is going to be good. And that's a three-pointer of their own. Back to a 9-point game. Good shot by Allen right there. Okay, guys. San Antonio gonna pick this one up here across midcourt. De'Aaron Fox on the drive, feeds underneath to Barnes. Barnes puts that one in. Back in transition, the San Antonio Spurs. A little mismatch there. Kevin Durant gets hacked at the line. Oh, KD gets fouled big time there. And that's not going to be a flagrant or anything like that. That's just a good, strong foul there defensively for the San Antonio Spurs. Who was that on that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely needed to make that one happen. Definitely needed to get that foul right there. Biombo wasn't going to let that be an easy bucket. Okay, so Kevin Durant. I guess you could call it stuffed. Kevin Durant got stuffed then, I guess. I don't know. All right, KD. Gonna put that free throw up. Wow, KD's first free throw is no good. So KD missed the first shot here. San Antonio lucky there. The foul ends up being a plus instead of a free dunk right there. So 1 point is better than giving up 1 point is better than giving up 2 points. That second free throw will land. All right, Castle inbounds the ball. Castle inbounds the basketball. I almost said football again. To Fox. Fox finds Castle. Castle trying to work on Plumlee. Castle will shoot a fadeaway jump shot over the taller defender. No good there. Coming back the other way, O'Neal. His dribble will not find its way to where it needs to go, and Castle will lay it up on the other side of the court. This will be a 91-79 game. San Antonio playing in the city of Austin, in the Texas capital, doing their thing. This is on TikTok, needs more dancing. Yeah, I guess so. I got $5,000 on the San Antonio Spurs, says Bruce Wayne. What up, Batman? There's a pass, good ball movement. O'Neal winds up and shoots. O'Neal unable to connect there. Should have been an over-the-back foul. Champagny finds Keldon. Keldon finds Champagny. Champagny hits that one from 3. Let's go! And the San Antonio Spurs now have a 15-point lead. Almost picked off there. Kevin Durant finds O'Neal. O'Neal struggling to retain possession. He kicks that one out to Beal. Beal with the basketball in hand will find Plumlee. Opens up the run again. That's going to be an illegal screen by Plumlee there. That's going to be Spurs ball. Spurs ball. Let's go. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are live out of San Antonio, Texas. We've got the Pheonix Suns trailing our San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs up 94-79 over Phoenix right now. Fast break points, they're highlighting the fact that the Spurs have been really, really efficient on the fast break. For those of you who are watching this live stream right now, whether you're on TikTok or on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. On TikTok, we are still figuring it out. On YouTube, we're just shy of 27,000 subscribers. We're figuring it out right now on TikTok. Anyway, San Antonio with the basketball. De'Aaron Fox tries to go up with it. He will be fouled. Was that a shooting foul? It's not going to be a shooting foul. This will be a reset of the clock here. Well, with 2.5 seconds left in this third quarter, it won't be. Castle inbounds to Vassell. Vassell off the front of the rim. That is no good, and that is the end of the third quarter. All right, guys, third quarter. Let's go. Again, I still just don't get it. How can a stream have 142 views but 177 likes? Like, how does that make sense? How does that make sense? It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. But whatever, welcome to TikTok, I guess, right? Welcome to TikTok, I guess. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I'm up 18K this NBA season. Nice, Bruce. Let's go, dude. How about that? Let's see, the disc golf checking in. The Spurs are owning this quarter. Let's take a look at that, shall we? All right, guys. In the first quarter, the Spurs outscored the Phoenix Suns 31-21. In the second quarter, the Suns got a slight advantage, 33-29. But in this third quarter, the San Antonio Spurs put up 34 points. Meanwhile, just 25 for the Phoenix Suns. Even without Victor Wembanyama, the San Antonio Spurs have been on the move, looking very, very solid right now. They have not been as efficient from the free throw line. They also haven't had as many trips to the free throw line as the Phoenix Suns have. Phoenix 85% from the free throw line. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Spurs 75% from the free throw line. The Spurs have been better at three-point shots today, though. 41% success rate on the three-pointer, 39% success rate on the three-pointer for Phoenix, and just from the floor in general, 49% field goal percentage there for the San Antonio Spurs. Meanwhile, 47.5 for the Phoenix Suns. San Antonio has 3 timeouts left. Phoenix has 4 timeouts left. Anyways, what's up, Santiago? KD needs 9 points, he says. Oof. Basketball 8, football comebacks are hard in basketball. Basketball ain't football. Comebacks are hard in basketball, says Randy. Randy asking, what does BTA mean? That's a great question. It's a good question. That's why I only use apps now, says Bruce Wayne. What do you mean? Bruce, talk to me. Even got my car tires slashed and windows broken. What? Bro, wait, what? What happened to you? What are you talking about? Belt to A. Okay. Thanks. My name is Nia. If you score 30 plus points in a quarter, you will prevail. They have a winning record in home games. How far are you from the Spurs arena? Honestly, from the actual Frost Bank Center, I'm about a 10-minute drive from there. I can get downtown to the Spurs game in 10, 15 minutes max. Like 15 minutes if I'm finding parking and trying to get in. But this game isn't in San Antonio, guys. This game is actually happening at the Moody Center. This game, because the rodeo is happening in San Antonio, Texas, this game is actually happening in San Antonio. Yeah, this game is actually happening in Austin, excuse me. This game is actually happening in Austin, not in San Antonio, so I'm nowhere near where the actual game is. Let's see, don't gamble with street people, says Bruce. Modern day mobsters, even if it's your grandma. Don't gamble with street people. Thanks for the advice, bro. I will keep that in mind. Rodeo, the real American sport. You would say that, wouldn't you? That's awesome. Yeah, I know you're a horse person. Let's rodeo, San Antonio. That's our thing. It's not as big as the Houston rodeo, but it is a lot of fun. All right, guys. This is the start of the fourth quarter. This game is almost over here. Booker off the dribble will kick this one out again to Allen. Allen off the left side of the rim. This will be recovered here by Stephon Castle. Castle bringing this one back. Good screen there. And this time a floater, no good by Castle. Coming back the other way as Beal recovers. Beal threads this one inside there. And this time O'Neal, Beal to O'Neal. O'Neal with the bucket. O'Neal having a really good day today. Let's scroll down a little bit so you can see his numbers. 22 points today for O'Neal, for Royce O'Neal. San Antonio with the basketball, 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Winds up and shoots. Champagny off the left side there again. So, gap starting to narrow. O'Neal finds Booker. Booker on the elbow there. Booker will find Plumlee. Back to Booker. Booker again to Allen. Allen out to O'Neal. And O'Neal hits the shot. The three-point corner shot is good. Okay, De'Aaron Fox passes this one off, and a good behind-the-back pass right there to Biyombo. Biyombo puts that one in. That's another bucket there for the San Antonio Spurs. You don't need three-pointers. You just need to keep the lead. Spurs up 96-84 over the Phoenix Suns. This is a big shot from outside of the arc. No good, coming back the other way. Oh, man, that is just a loss of handles there, and it's going to be recovered this time. Wow. A wild shot there from Booker, and Booker holding his right knee right now. I guess that knee must have collided there. Booker slow to move. Definitely off the patella. You could see it. That would have been a crazy shot. Let's see it one more time. Maybe there. I don't know if it was a contact or a non-contact. It might have been a contact right there. All right, guys, Booker's first free throw is no good. Booker's having a very bad day today by his standards. I mean, just 12 points. He normally averages 26 points per game. He's got 12 points in the fourth quarter right now. 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio with a healthy lead. Booker hits the second of the two free throws. Inbounded here. Fox now has the basketball. Fox coming back the other way. San Antonio with possession. San Antonio with the lead. Will they continue Here we go. De'Aaron Fox off the dribble here, and that's going to be stolen. And it looks like the officials are going to wave this one off. Players starting to get pretty chippy here. Interested to see what's going to happen. Interested to see what's going to happen here. I refinanced my house to boost my DraftKings account balance. That's how I was able to place this bet tonight. Bruce, you are living life on the edge, bro. Okay. All right, guys.
In many ways, the league is built on black history and elevated by the voices of black players, coaches, employees, and fans. This February and beyond, the NBA honors black history and celebrates this community. Scan to learn more. So there are going to the monitors to take a closer look at the De'Aaron Fox foul. They cross legs.
Okay, just a random question here. Should we continue to do basketball this off-season? Yes or no? I'd like to continue doing this, but why can't you do the broadcast on YouTube? TikTokers are scared that they are going to be extinct in the future. YouTube is as solid as a rock. I'm trying to do it on both. So disc golf, I am doing both. I'm actually dual streaming right now. I'm live streaming right now on my YouTube channel, and I am live streaming right now on TikTok as well. And we're trying to figure out how to get this to work. What's going on? We've got my mom watching live on TikTok.
After review, Fox brings his leg back and trips out for possession into the ball. This contact is deemed unnecessary contact. A flagrant foul penalty one has been assessed for Fox.
So, flagrant one.
Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Bob Sager is solid as a rock, and so is my Chevy truck. This is good. This is good. Bueno, déjame hacerte una pregunta, mami, para ver. ¿Qué tú piensas de esto? De cómo se parece todo esto. Yo sé que puede ser que todo sea muy chiquito, o puede ser que se vea bien, pero no sé, porque nunca he hecho algo así, so I'm curious to know what you think about this layout, and I know you'll probably gas me up instead of, really tell me the truth, but I'm just curious to know. All right, guys, a couple of free throws here for the Pheonix Suns. Going to be a technical foul there. De'Aaron Fox going to be hit. I almost said flagged for that one. She says it's wonderful. See, I knew she would say that. Okay. So we are live on both TikTok and YouTube. Right now, after those shots, basketball is back in the hands here of the Pheonix Suns, and there's a block. De'Aaron Fox coming the other way. De'Aaron Fox will go up for it. There will be a foul. Foul right there. San Antonio Spurs will have the basketball here. San Antonio is up by 8. The score is 98-90. Great block right there by De'Aaron Fox. That's his first block of the day. Bro switches languages so easily I can barely speak English correctly. There's the bucket right there for the San Antonio Spurs. The score is now 98-87. There's a big three-point shot right there. And Booker knocks that one in. The score is now 98-90. Coming back the other way, De'Aaron Fox with basketball in hand will dump this one off. This time, Biyombo finds Champagnie. Champagnie back to Biyombo. Biyombo back to Fox. Fox taking his time here, starting to run out of time. Has to wind up and shoot. He is clipped on the shot. No foul there, though. This time, a big shot from Tyus Jones. Not going to go in. It is recovered. Offensive rebound. Kicked back out to Allen, and this time it's good. The shot is good for the Pheonix Suns, and timeout for San Antonio. The San Antonio Spurs will call their first timeout. Second timeout of this quarter, then, I suppose. Okay, we are live. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. For those of you who are not new to this channel, welcome back. Love doing this, love being here with you guys. This is what we like to do. Of course, I cannot do this every single week. It's more important to me that I just continue to release content on like a shorts basis. I want to reach as many people as possible. Reaching 144 people on TikTok, not exactly the way that we're going to go viral on TikTok. Now, one of the weirdest things is that when I'm on TikTok, when I post things, the simpler the better. Like literally, you remember just a few minutes ago when I was saying they don't like seeing the polished graphics or anything like that? It goes even one step further, y'all. Some of my best pieces of content that are out there on TikTok aren't even videos. They're straight up just slideshows of the content that I make. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy to me to see the simplicity, what people actually want out of TikTok. But either way, we definitely need more polls, says Country Kisses. Let's go ahead and do that then. Let's do it. You know what? Let's do this one. Who's your favorite basketball team? You can only pick one, guys. Sad Spurs fan. It's an interesting name. Who is your favorite basketball team? What's up, gorgeous? You have to go to bed? Okay. 1 second, guys. We're in the middle of a commercial break. I will be right back. Hang tight. Okay, we're back. I hope everything sounds good. I hope we're all set. What? Thanks. Love you. See you in a bit. All right, guys, Spurs were only 2-point underdogs. Only 2-point underdogs. The San Antonio Spurs were projected to lose by 2, yet here they are with just a few minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Most of the fourth quarter still available. But it's now a 5-point game, and the Spurs have the lead. The Spurs have the lead 98-93. When we get back from this commercial break, San Antonio should get the basketball. Should have the basketball in hand after that big shot there from the Phoenix Suns. Timeout was called by San Antonio. San Antonio has 2 timeouts left at this point. Okay, guys, here we go. Hey, Bleacher Report has a QR code up there. I wonder how Bleacher Report is doing. I remember when they first started. That's kind of crazy. All right, guys, here we go. San Antonio. That should be a kick. Not going to be a foul for kicking, but Booker looked like he tried to kick that one. At least it kind of seemed that way. Anyways. I asked y'all a question. Let's see. Cavaliers, says Nia. Suns, says Dio. The Boston Celtics, says Disc Golf. Robert says San Antonio. Go Spurs, go. Disc Golf saying anything but the Knicks. Here we go, guys. San Antonio with the basketball. Coming back the other way this time. Tipped out of bounds. De'Aaron Fox unable to get anything going on that possession. So 14 seconds left to go here in this possession as they reset that clock. Let's bring up the drive chart and the plot chart one more time. All right, guys. Biyombo gonna hand this one off inside to Barnes. Barnes gonna take a fadeaway shot there from the elbow. It will be recovered. And there's a foul there against Plumlee. So Plumlee's gonna be hit with the foul. Plumlee will be charged with the foul. San Antonio with a narrow lead here. Let's see what happens. Mine's Orlando, a.k.a. Magic. Love it. I don't have a favorite. I don't know them well enough. Spurs name is cool, though. I'll go with the Cowboys. Goes with the Cowboys. It sure does. San Antonio Spurs. Let's do it. All right, guys. This time, Chris Paul finds Biyombo. Biyombo kicks that one out to try to beat the buzzer. That is no good. Going back the other way with it after the rebound there. Kicks to the left wing. A three-pointer will land for Kevin Durant, making this a 96-98 game. It is a 2-point game. A 17-4 run for the Phoenix Suns. 17-4 run for the Phoenix Suns. Here we go. So Keldon Johnson now has the basketball as he works his way in. He hits the floater. That is a 2-point conversion there. Man, football is never going to go away. Tyus Jones kicks this out to Booker. Booker off the dribble. Booker back to Jones. Jones out to Allen. And Allen is going to take the hit there as he runs into Keldon Johnson. Spurs going to choke. I can already see it, says Eric. Let's hope not. That Suns run is done, says the Disc Golf. You were able to successfully name the NBA team. Question mark, Timberwolves? Question mark? Yes. Minnesota. Aren't you, don't you live up there in that area, right? Aren't you? Hey, and the Minnesota Timberwolves, you could do worse than going for the Minnesota Timberwolves. What up, Trey Flip Tony? We got my brother in the house. We got my brother and my mother checking in right now. Trying to do some new stuff, guys. Appreciate y'all watching. Here we go. Tyus Jones off the dribble. Kicks this one out to Booker. Booker off the glass there. Makes that one look easy. The score is 98-100. San Antonio, Keldon Johnson coming back on the drive. Working against Kevin Durant. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back in. Count that as a score. Here we go the other way. Lines up and shoots at the three-point line. That is no good. San Antonio recovers. Chris Paul now has the basketball. Chris Paul on the dribble here. Chris Paul taking his time. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. You need a bucket, though. This time, Sohan, like the Zohan, but not the Zohan. Here we go. A little spin move right there. Kicks it out to Castle. Castle, they're going to call a travel there. A travel against Castle. He says, let's effing go. Let's effing go, bro. First time live streaming on TikTok ever. First time ever live streaming on TikTok right now. We got 3 people watching this live stream, hanging out with me. Thank you, guys. Here we go. Tyus Jones off the dribble, finds Booker. Booker against Barnes. Booker now against Castle. Kicks it out to the left side. Kevin Durant on the dribble here. Durant against Sohan. Will try to find it over to O'Neal. Chris Paul kicks that one out of bounds on accident. So 5 seconds left to go on that play clock. 6:36 left to go right now. What does that mean? What does a rose mean? I don't know how these things work on TikTok, bro. If you have any idea, please help explain. 6:36 left to go. Timeout will be called here, ladies and gentlemen, and we go back to another commercial break. Let's go Spurs. What up, Donkey? How you doing? Randy Willis checking in right now. Randy Willis just checked in, says best NFL and NBA songs, The Autumn, when the Cardinals are charging here. I said basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way you dribble up and down the court. No idea what I'm doing on TikTok just yet, which is pretty funny. Oh, man. It also doesn't make sense to me, again, and I've said this like 100 times. How do I have 311 likes, but only 150 views on a live stream? This would never happen on YouTube. And thank you for that, Rose. You've received the final rose. Oh, that would drive Christina crazy. That would drive her crazy. All right, guys.
When emergency struck, Spurs responded to provide on the latest technology. That's why people created Team Priority. Built for the fight.
Just curious. I'm just asking the audience out there on YouTube right now. Thanks for watching this live stream, y'all. Okay. So let's talk some stats one more time, y'all. Let's break down some of these stats here. Let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns first. So the Phoenix Suns, ladies and gentlemen, today they have 98 total points. There are 6 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter, in this basketball game. Points per game, they average 113.2. Right now, they've got 98 with plenty of time to get to that marker. Fast break points per game, they're 25th in the NBA. They're 29th in the NBA when it comes to points in the paint. They live and die by that three ball. That is just what the Phoenix Suns do. You can see that over here if you're watching on YouTube as well. They are great at moving the football around. They are moving the basketball around. Man, that is something I'm going to have to break that habit. Moving the basketball around, they are very good at doing that. But defensively, they are not a great defensive unit. They give up a ton of points as well, 115. They give up more points than what they put up on average. Not surprising that they are not going to make the playoffs this year. Neither are the San Antonio Spurs. But the San Antonio Spurs, at least they have an excuse. They are going to be playing without Victor Wembanyama. What's your excuse, Pheonix? You got everything you need, right? Points per game, very similar here, 13.0 instead of 13.2 for the San Antonio Spurs. Fast break points per game, they are a top 13 team, top 15 team. They do slip down when it comes to points in the paint. They also live and die by the three ball, but they're great with the assists and their rebounds. Victor Wembanyama puts them in the top half of teams when it comes to rebounds. And when we look defensively over here, y'all, which for y'all on TikTok, you can see that right here, the defensive numbers. Well, I'm going to have to step away from this for now. This time, San Antonio gets the basketball. There's going to be a foul against Kevin Durant there. A foul on Kevin Durant, another personal foul on KD. 102-98, San Antonio has a 4-point lead right now. They're showing all of the defensive stats right now, rankings this month, defensive rating 27th out of 30 teams, by the way. 29th in turnovers forced, so dead last in getting the basketball back. Here's Devin Vassell, who turns around. It is recovered offensively here, and that is Champagne, who is banging his chest. That's actually Keldon Johnson, who is banging his chest right there. Keldon Johnson gets the shot and the foul, and one. Count it. San Antonio goes to the stripe. So the San Antonio Spurs. Let's see if we can bring this one up to the front here. There. We'll just leave it at that. San Antonio hits that free throw right there as well. The score is 105-98. Keldon Johnson on the court right now. Defensively on the court for San Antonio, Chris Paul, Devin Vassell. You got Jeremy Sochan, Keldon Johnson, and Stephon Castle out there for San Antonio. On the other side, that is going to be tipped away by Vassell. The Phoenix Suns have Kevin Durant, Rory O'Neal, Tyus Jones, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal out on the court at this very moment. So, Phoenix Suns trying to answer back. Mario, have you heard the CFB songs, Notre Dame's and MSU is the best? I have not. Y'all attacked the world first. Remember? Okay. Let's see. Dang, I remember football and you talking about work in the morning. These games are much later. So, a new development there as well, country. We're all in now. This is happening now. Yeah. I had a long talk with Christina, and we decided that it's time to go all in on the whole content creation thing. The football season was so good. You know, it's. I had a few of the session players follow. Let's effing go. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate that. Cool. My brother helping out. Great balanced scoring for sure. Thank you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, you will see a ton more content coming out of Football Nation. One of the next things I'm going to have to do is get myself a video editor because, I mean, I can put a lot of this content together myself, but it just takes so much time. And I enjoy recording the content more than I enjoy recording the content more than I enjoy editing it, but I think that's every content creator. I think that's just the case. Anyways. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Thank you. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, guys. 98-105 San Antonio. on defense here. Pheonix trying to find a way to get back into this one. They're not out of it right now. It is a close game. It's a 7-point game, so 2 possession, honestly, if they can get a foul at the 3-point line and knock that one in. But this is inbounded here. Booker finds Allen. Allen finds Beal. Beal off the dribble. Beal with 4 seconds left will wind up and shoot. This one off the front of the rim, no good. Recovered, rebounded there by Stephon Castle. This time Chris Paul has the basketball in hand. San Antonio Spurs coming back the other way. Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs looking to win this one. Stephon Castle will deep pass there to Keldon Johnson. They will say that is not going to count. Even if it did go in, it would have been off a shot, so not actually had. It's not a shooting foul. So a foul nevertheless. Pheonix commits the foul, but it's not a shooting foul. So San Antonio is going to get a chance to inbound this one and maybe get a play up here in just a moment. Rah, 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 cheerleader and old appreciate you. Thank you. By the way, country, let's go. Fist bumps to you. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. All right, guys, coach's challenge here. So there's a coach's challenge. San Antonio with 1 timeout left after this challenge. Honestly, great timing with the newborn too. Yeah, it's either good timing or terrible timing. But we're going to save a lot of money on childcare, that's for sure. Like, for sure. Anyways, so this takes us to a quick commercial break. The San Antonio Spurs are challenging that call on the court right there. I almost said the ruling on the field. I know that that's not the case. I know that that's not how it works. 1,000 likes, says Trey Flip Tony. Yeah, man, I still don't know how that works at all. Again, because if you look at like how many views, I don't know if that's like active people in here on TikTok right now, bro. We've got 5. What is this, Anthony? I don't know how this works, bro. I need KD to get just 1 more point, says Nate. Bro, Nate, I hope that he gets it for your sake, dude. Kevin Durant has 22 points. Are they saying that Bradley Beal fouled him, or are they saying it's an over-the-back foul? They ruled this not a shooting foul. I don't see the foul at all, honestly. I don't see the foul either way. Like I don't see any foul there. It's just kind of weird. The Spurs are planning like the Tim Duncan Spurs. Or they're playing like the Tim Duncan Spurs. I mean, more so with you being home and being able to stay up with those late nights and won't be falling asleep on the desk. Facts, country, facts. All right, guys. So the officials and the coaches are still kind of figuring out what on earth is happening here. And you know what? So am I. I'm still figuring this out too. Did I prepare any additional graphics for you guys? These are just the starters. I prepared the starters here for y'all. There's just more that I could be doing out here on the TikTok side of things. And this is the perfect chance for me to like work on the graphics and the overlays because hell, we're just getting started. But you know what? My brother brings up a good point. 1,655 likes. That's a pretty good place to start, man. I have nothing to complain about. That's actually more likes than I ever get on the YouTube stuff, which is kind of crazy. But it still makes no sense. Can someone please explain it to me? TikTok followers are into 15-second short videos. So, okay, I'm gonna type this into the chat area, and they're still reviewing the play that just happened, ladies and gentlemen. So you're not missing any of the action right now. That was, I guess, an alley-oop that was intended for Keldon Johnson. And they're saying that Beal fouled him there, but it wouldn't have been a shooting foul. Coach's challenge here. I don't see any foul at all, if I'm being honest, and I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, so just going to go ahead and put that out there. But after review, Beal grabs Johnson's shirt prior to shooting. So it won't be a shooting foul. That's fine. Okay, so according to the TikTok analytics, which is really weird, I have 165 views, but 2,000 likes, which just makes absolutely no sense on earth.
So both challenges are gone down the stretch.
Weird. All right, guys, San Antonio has the basketball. That's going to be a bad challenge for Pheonix with 2 timeouts remaining now after that. This time, Stephon Castle kicks that one out to Vassell. Vassell tries to drive this one in. There it's going to be out of bounds as he loses possession. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up this drive chart and get you guys the data that you guys want to see here. Here we go. That is a shot from Booker for 3, and this will be rebounded here by the San Antonio Spurs as Keldon Johnson comes down with the basketball. Coming back the other way, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the San Antonio Spurs with ball in hand. This is Keldon Johnson driving there. They're going to say that that is not going to be a shooting foul again. And I don't know what just happened right there or why he was pointing that way. He seemed very serious about what he was doing. Chris Paul pointing his finger, I guess, saying, hey, man, that's not what you were supposed to be, or something. I'm not quite sure there. But Chris Paul has done a great job of just kind of managing the court, making sure people stay in their windows, making sure people are in the right spots. Anyways, here we go. De'Aaron Fox finds Chris Paul. Paul with the basketball. Play clock down to 5. Paul dumps off to Sohan. Sohan takes that to the hole. That's going to be a dunk there for San Antonio. The score is 107-98, making it a 9-point game. So a 9-point game right now for San Antonio. With 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. This one, a good ball movement here. A wide open shot for O'Neal. Nothing but net as that rips the net there. Here we go, 4:30 left to go in this basketball game. Let's go. Chris Paul with ball in hand. A 6-point game now. Sohan with a screen. Chris Paul running out of space. Sohan gets the basketball. A little post right there. A turnaround jump shot off the back iron. This time it will not be recovered. Rebounded by the Spurs. It actually gets tipped out of bounds there by Pheonix, and San Antonio gets the basketball with 14 seconds off the clock. Okay, 14 seconds on the clock right now. Spurs up by 6. Can they score on this possession? Here we go, Chris Paul, a step back 3. That goes off the front of the rim, no good. Coming back the other way, Pheonix with it. Allen finds Booker, finds O'Neal again. O'Neal has been on fire from behind the stripe. I will say that. O'Neal has definitely been on the move. Here we go, guys. With the dribble and directing traffic again, De'Aaron Fox motioning people around. De'Aaron Fox tries to take that one to the rim. He will be fouled on that play. He will find his way to the stripe. And De'Aaron Fox now going to get a shot for 2. You guys know 2 shots. Mortal Kombat, 68-68. You know, for a dumb comment like that, you definitely should have had a name as 69-69. 100%. Anyways, you should see this guy out here on TikTok. It's great. I love it. All right, guys. You got to love the internet, man. You get so much support, but then you also get the trolls who just come out here. And I'm sure these guys are probably just kids because it's TikTok, right? But that's okay. We're here to try to reach a younger audience anyways. Probably the tide doesn't help me much. Here we go, guys. Kevin Durant takes a big shot there. That is off the back of the rim. Coming back the other way, Chris Paul has the basketball with 3:30 left to go. Chris Paul on the dribble here. Chris Paul working his way, taking time off the clock, 11 seconds left. Here's the drive from De'Aaron Fox, left hand, makes that one look easy as he just drops that one into the bucket off the glass. Coming back the other way, Allen has possession now. Pheonix with an 8-point deficit. Pheonix trying to drive this one in. Kevin Durant, the main piece of this team, kicks it out, kicks it one more time to Booker. Booker must have, no good. And this time, coming back the other way, De'Aaron Fox with the basketball will kick that one back out. Chris Paul for a big 3-pointer. And there will be an off-ball foul right there. This with 2:49 left to go. Should have taken your time there, Chris Paul. Should have taken your time. But great drive by De'Aaron Fox on the previous one. The score is 103 to 109. 103 to 109, I believe. 4,500 likes. Don't know how or when that happened. Again, this makes absolutely no sense. But this is still pretty cool. Okay, guys. 2 minutes and 49 seconds left to go here. Here's the first of the 2 free throws for Bradley Beal. That one is going to be good. That is Automatic for Bradley Beal, if I'm being honest. Automatic for Bradley Beal, if I'm being honest. Okay. Second shot is also good. It's 103-109 now. 6-point game. It's a 6-point game, and De'Aaron Fox has the basketball in hand with 2:42 left to go in this one. 2:42 left to go. De'Aaron Fox off the drive will get it and one. Let's go! San Antonio with the bucket and one. De'Aaron Fox finding that shot as that one goes down. He'll take a trip to the free throw line. Good, strong effort. You can literally see him shielding and guarding the opponent here with the ball in one hand and just creating enough separation. He goes up, puts that shot in, easy bucket right there. The score is 103-111. It's an 8-point game with 2:38 left to go. The first shot, the and one shot is going to be good for De'Aaron Fox. And the score is now 112-103. 112-103, De'Aaron Fox makes the bucket. Pheonix with the basketball. Durant, Beal off the dribble, goes under the rim, kicks this one out to O'Neal. O'Neal lays that one in, and we've got almost a full court press right now. They're trying, the Phoenix Suns are trying to get this basketball back. They're running out of time right now. San Antonio could really use this win with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. It's just a 7-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Just a 7-point game. And there will be a foul there. Let me refresh my screen. Had to refresh. Looks like my RAM was getting maxed out there. Anyways, okay. First live stream ever on TikTok, 2 hours and 50 minutes. The clock is still running. It's going to end up being a 3-hour live stream. We went live 30 minutes, 25 minutes before the game started-ish. At Germ, our wrenches don't do much on TikTok, that's for sure. They definitely don't do much on TikTok. And I don't even know how to set this up. Mark D sent TikTok Universe to Giannis? I don't know. We got under 5,000 likes, though, on this live stream today. 4,900, guys. That's pretty freaking wild. Okay, that bucket is good, and the San Antonio Spurs are now up 114-105. Coming back the other way, Beal on the dribble here will drive. A hard-earned 2 points right there as Beal sinks the shot. De'Aaron Fox with 1:52 left to go and a comfortable lead, a 7-point lead. Not that comfortable. Not that comfortable, that's for sure. All right, De'Aaron Fox with basketball. Will drive, goes up, hits the shot. And the score is 107-116. It's a 9-point game. Jeremy Sochan. Excuse me, this is Bradley Beal, who will find the San Antonio Spurs on the other side. So this might be all of it. Take your time driving to the hole right there. De'Aaron Fox gets pushed out of bounds. This will be 2 shots at the free throw line for the San Antonio Spurs. 2 shots. Yes, Kevin Durant is. Yep. Kevin Durant is playing right now, and let's scroll down just a little bit for you so you can see that right there. Kevin Durant is out here. You can see his numbers. If that looks too small, I don't know if you can zoom in on TikTok or not, but these are his numbers for today. Kevin Durant, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. There's a shot from the stripe. De'Aaron Fox, first shot is good. Yeah, KD's out there on the court right now. Thanks, Julie. I appreciate that, dude. Fist bumps to you. Let's go. All right, guys. Both shots are good. This time we're going to come back. Bradley Beal with basketball in hand. Bradley Beal off the dribble here. Goes to the left-hand side. He sinks the shot. A quick layup. Get that inbounded. Devin Vassell. They're moving the basketball around. Chris Paul. De'Aaron Fox knows that he's in trouble, and he's probably going to get fouled here. No foul yet. It's a 9-point game. Okay, 9-point game, 59 seconds left to go. It's going to come down to the wire right here, guys. Can the San Antonio Spurs hang on to this lead? Bro needs just 1 friggin' point. Oh, my God. That's right. You were waiting for 23 points out of Kevin Durant. Is that what the plus minus was on Price Picks? I bet it was. It must have been 23 points. And you went with the over. Randy checking into the conversation on YouTube out here. Randy checking in saying UCLA bad in the Big Ten. Eric saying that's game. Chris Paul makes the first free throw there. That makes it a 10-point game. This guy is staring. This guy is straight up staring at Kevin Durant like dogging him. And Kevin Durant's talking to him, but this dude was just straight mean mugging KD. Anyways, the second shot is good, guys, for Chris Paul. And the San Antonio Spurs now have an 11-point lead with 54 seconds left to go. Booker takes a super long shot. That actually wasn't even Booker who took that super long shot. San Antonio with an 11-point lead. San Antonio will win this game. Let's go! San Antonio is going to end up winning this game. 38 seconds left to go. The Spurs fans are on their feet, San Antonio being the home team. San Antonio is going to win this game. For those of you who are watching this live stream right now, if you currently follow this channel or you currently follow this TikTok page, awesome. Thank you guys for following. If you don't currently follow right now, don't forget to hit that follow button. San Antonio going to give that basketball back to the Phoenix Suns. Normally, this is a football channel, guys. I've created Football Nation. That is typically what we do, is we cover football games. But this was my first live stream ever on TikTok and my first live stream ever doing basketball. So I figured, why not just two birds with one stone. Anyways, Phoenix has the basketball now. O'Neal takes another three-point shot to try and finish this one, but San Antonio will win this game. That is the final score, ladies and gentlemen. The final score of this game is 120 to 109. San Antonio wins this game. So, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching so very much. I hope you guys were entertained throughout that. I hope you were able to at least keep visualized. I mean, it's so much easier to do football than it is basketball because you can call the down, the yardage, the distance, and there's just not that in basketball. But I will find a way to get better. I will find a way to continue improving. Anyways, guys, you know, before I would say I don't have time to stick around because I got to wake up and go to work early tomorrow, but that's just honestly not the case. It is later than usual, though, and normally when we are done, we're typically done around 10:30, and we call it quits right away. Anyways, I'm not going to be able to stay on tonight, guys, because we've got you know the irony of like quitting your day job to do content creation full time is that when you quit your day job to do content creation full time, you have so much more work to do than you ever did when you were working full time somewhere else. It's the bitter irony. Anyways, all right, guys, thank y'all so much for watching this live stream. I'm going to go ahead and get out of everyone's hair. First basketball live stream ever. I think we might be doing some more. We will be launching a second channel, and hopefully we can get that channel to where it needs to go in the next couple of weeks. But we're going to be pushing for it. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys again. I might even be live tomorrow, man. If these games are going to go like this, I might even be live tomorrow. Anyways, guys, y'all have an awesome rest of your night. Peace out. We'll see you guys super soon. And until next time, let's effing go. Peace.